Yeah.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy TSK with Ownz, the smoking Nick, and today we about to be talking, Knicks pregame,
My
Knicks
light on.
Nuggets. You feel me? And you hear my dude in the background. We got my nigga. I'm gonna bring him in right now. E Money, let's go.
Yeah,
You feel me?
nothing. I don't mean nothing. I was just
E
trying to
Money.
say something.
You feel
What's
me?
good with y'all, man?
For sure. So, like we was talking in the pre-show or whatever the case may be, man. We're gonna get straight into it. Knicks
All right.
Nuggets. Who wins and why?
Well, I think the Knicks is gonna win. I'm gonna get straight to it. I believe they're gonna win because, well, Nuggets been looking pretty good, but I think that the Knicks is playing good too, and they don't got Jamal Murray. That's pretty short. But Jokic, the Knicks play crazy D, bro, and people can't sleep on the Knicks no more. People say, "Oh, it's the Knicks, we gonna win." This and that. Nah, not this team. These niggas has won like 11 of the last 13 games. So they serious. They're a serious team right here. So
For
the
sure.
Nuggets is, like I said just now, the Nuggets is out Jamal Murray. So it's not gonna be the same team. I think the Knicks is gonna show a lot of people something. This is gonna be a major win. They gotta win this game. It's my honest opinion. That's what first came to me. What about you, bro?
Yo, to be honest, my whole thing is who's gonna deal with Jokic? I'm gonna ask you a couple questions before I give you my opinion about it.
Honestly, I don't think nobody could deal with Jokic. Just say that straight up. But I'm gonna give props to No Lands and Noel because he's been stepping up lately. For a while now, not lately, for a while now. He's been playing this position, and you're gonna make the nigga Jokic work, and that's a plus,
For sure.
in my opinion. What about you, bro? How you take that?
I think our suffocating defense should help us. You know what I mean?
Exactly what I said.
I also feel and think from the if Julius show up tonight, we got a big chance. You know what I mean? And we did get a day off, so they should be a little rested. I know how it is. You know what I mean? They grown, they big, and they it take a lot more energy to handle muscle and stuff like that. So it just depends, man. Because I'm kind of like I don't know how Michael Porter Jr. feeling after losing to the Lakers. You know what I mean? Is they gonna try to take it out on us? But I know we are physical and we a gritty ass team, so I know it ain't gonna be easy.
But you know what? As far as the red dude, Aaron Gordon, he been playing pretty good defense, and they probably would throw him on him. So Randall, he's a little bit athletic, so he could, they was in the same draft, matter of fact.
For sure.
Or he gonna be guarding him, so he ain't, that isolation or whatever. He might not. I don't know yet. I really don't even know the true Julius Randle, to be honest. Like he's killing. He might show me some shit I never even saw.
Man.
He's a big
man.
He got hands. He'll take you on a one-on-one. Try to break you down. A lot of big men, they got their back to the basket, or they just get the ball, just straight shoot jumpers. Julius Randle taking niggas off the dribble.
Yo.
So I give him love for that.
You right about that.
I think. No, go continue.
So who's going to be the leading scorer in tonight's game?
Randall, because he's gonna take like 25 shots.
You think he's going for a 40 piece tonight? He do.
Nah, I don't think that, but he's gonna take if he's gonna get his 25 shots up, if they need him. I think Rose is gonna get his numbers tonight. Cause I don't know who's gonna guard Rose. And Rose he fast. He could run past Jokic. Jokic is a good defender, but I'm saying
Hold on once.
Gonna be in his spot. You gotta get the editor.
Yo,
Yo,
I think Rose can have another 20 piece right now. I don't see nobody that could guard Rose on there. And he's stepping into his old handle bag. If you watch the way he playing, I think he finally got his mental back, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He finally got his mental back. Like, it's fully back. Like,
yeah,
he back to the nigga. He back to knowing niggas can't stay in front of him. He back to knowing.
He got the green light. He got the green light. He playing in the system that he used to. He's just like, yo, I got the MVP playing like this. Think about it. He like, yo, I got the MVP playing like this in Thibodeau's system.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Rose should be 6th man of the year.
Nah, it's too many other better players for the 6th man than Rose.
Nah, I don't care. I don't care what you say, bro.
Like the past
Rose
month,
should be up 6th man of the year. He had the most. He got that Rasheed Wallace impact right now, my nigga.
Not quite. Nah, this past month, yeah, I agree with you, but
bro,
he's been injured for a lot of the season.
We 20-9 with Rose, my dude.
He's been injured. He's been injured a lot of the season.
He only had COVID protocols. That wasn't real injuries.
That's like a month though. That's all it takes, and you out the awards discussion. If you miss a month, that's it.
So why the fuck is Embiid still in the MVP race talk?
It's true. It's true. But he fell. He really fell. He's not gonna
come on, bro. Let's keep it real. Fucking Randall's having a better season than Embiid. We lost a lot of games we should have won, bro. To be honest.
Embiid is killing us. Look at his stats. Embiid is one of the best players in the NBA. That's why he's probably still on it, because it's like, yo, he's so good. Embiid is good, bro. He be averaging like 13 rebounds.
Now, we talked about this last time. When we was talking about how Embiid is a dog for the simple fact that that motherfucker actually attempts to shoot.
Yeah, he got that part too.
Because we all know Ben Simmons should be the best player on that team.
Nah, he should, but
he should. He has the build, he has the handle, and he has the IQ.
He has the size. Like he has it all. He has all the tools. When he first came out, I was like, that's LeBron 2.0.
That nigga won it. That nigga won. I wouldn't call him LeBron 2.0.
No, at first. Because
like we talked, we're not gonna get into that soliloquy that we got into last time. But LeBron could shoot. There's a big difference. Yeah, and LeBron can't even shoot like that, but he shoot better than Ben Simmons because he tried.
Ben Simmons can't. Yeah, you got a point there. You gotta acknowledge that you said that he tried. You gotta acknowledge that. Ben Simmons don't even try.
No, he don't even try. I mean, like
he don't have a. Giannis is like that too. Giannis is knocking him down now. He's pulling up from the three, like, oh, y'all gonna leave me open? All right, bang. He's just banging them shits.
Skinny Giannis
3-point shot is over.
Nah, Skinny Giannis had a jump shot. They changed that nigga mechanics and fucked his jump shot out. Cocked his elbow all out. You know what I mean? He shoot like with his elbow cocked out. He used to shoot like, you feel me? Like how you supposed to shoot. Now. You shoot with your elbow up, nigga. And bong that shit, nigga. Bong that shit. Keep that shit bong. You feel me? I remember when I used to shoot like this. Remember that?
Yeah, everybody. I have a form at first too. I
used to shoot like bong, nigga. But now I shoot like this. Now I shoot like that. Now I shoot like step back. Bing, nigga.
I played ball last year.
Oh, I played ball last week, nigga.
you do that because it's like that. It's just the way it is. But I ain't played ball for a minute, man. I got to start playing ball again. You guys got like I got parks, so y'all got the driveways.
Yeah, we got parks. I live in an apartment complex, to be honest with you, bro. I ain't housing it yet. Probably a couple more years until I get a house. But we got parks and shit out here. Like across the street from my job is a nice ass park, bro. But they haven't put the rims back. They haven't put the rims back yet, nigga, because of COVID. But everybody in the fucking park doing everything else, nigga. But they won't put the basketball. Yeah, like that shit be making that shit like that be tweaking me out because I'm like, yo, how you thinking about everybody else, but you're not thinking about the hoopers?
They not. Yeah, I guess so. Shit. But you know what? They got to do that against the rules because if they didn't put the rims up, they would make media news or some shit like that. So they just say,
Come on, bro.
everybody, let's
No,
not put the
whoa.
hoops up. We're gonna take the
No,
hoops up
come
too.
on, bro. People are still playing basketball, my nigga.
That's the
Like,
government. That's the federal government right there. That's the type of shit they do. But fuck it, man. We just gotta. I don't even. I know we got the hoops out here though.
oh, I
We, got
know.
the hoops out here. We
I
good.
know. Occasionally, you know, you go to 24-hour fitness, you play those fucking hype beasts that think they so nice. You know what I mean? It just depends on how a nigga feeling, bro. If I'm feeling a certain type of way, man, I go in there and bust anybody ass, you know?
Yeah. Nah, I wish they had it like that out here. You just go to the basketball. They don't even have LA Fitness and nothing like that out here.
I did tweak my ankle last time I played though. I played I played 2 weeks ago and I played last week. And fucking I tweaked my ankle because nigga, you know I'm an athletic dog, bruh. So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I had the wrong shoes on, nigga. And my ankle almost slipped 3 times, and finally that shit said click. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck. But I had to go out. I went out last week just to see if I could play on it, and it was like, all right, it's starting to feel better this week, so I'm almost back.
I get down on the court for a minute.
You got to dust that rust off, man. You got to dust it off one game at a time, and the more you play, the more you get in your shit. You know what I mean? Because when you're just sitting around, son, your body just starts stiffening up, and it's hard to just do basic shit that you know how to do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But
nigga.
it be getting cold in the morning. Like recently, it's getting warmer. It's getting warmer, but it's still cold in the morning. When it hit like 70 degrees in the morning, that's when I'm gonna go out early in the morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna start shooting around.
Yeah,
Just so
at least get your shots up, son. You know what I mean?
I do that every year, so I'm gonna just keep doing it.
Like my boy called me every Sunday, but I work. You know what I mean? He called me every Sunday, nigga. Knowing I work, that nigga still called me every Sunday to hoop.
Oh shit, that's what's up, man. I need some motivation to get me out and play.
For sure.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't even make the trip.
These niggas, you know, and then when you get there, nigga, they don't even give you a time to take a chance to warm up and then, nigga, warm up or nothing. They just straight to full court, straight to 5-on-5, nigga. You running? It's like fuck, all right. So warm up in the game.
I gotta go to they don't got no gyms out here. I can't go to LA Fitness and just shoot around. I did that when I was in Georgia, when I was in Florida.
Ain't no 24s out there?
Where?
24-hour fitness.
Nah, they don't have them out here in the city, which is fucked up. But it is what it is, man. That's how I really feel about it.
That's fucked up.
It is. It's just like that shit. Just like wow. It's so many places out here in the city. I didn't build a LA Fitness because I got a membership to one of them. So I don't know which one it was. It was one of them fitness, LA Fitness, something. But I want to play ball. I go play ball in the middle of the night. But
them gym cats be some of those gym cats be the ballers. It's usually the dudes that be in there, bros. The usually dudes that played on their high school teams, or their school teams. So you know what I mean.
I just want to shoot around.
I just be wanting to hoop. Like, nigga, you give me the ball. Like, sometimes I get in my NBA bag where I'm just like reading and reacting, and I'm like, all right, whatever comes, nigga, I'm gonna do. Sometimes I get on my defensive shit, like, all right, boom. I ain't really, it's, you know, if there's like mad tall niggas on the court and I know I'm gonna have to overly fight for the ball just to get the ball and shit, I'm not doing no. I would have did that shit when I was young and shit. Always, you know what I mean? Show niggas I could still jump with them because I'm, you know, nowadays I don't even, like I be chilling, like, nigga, get a ball, I'm gonna cross you up a little bit, step back, nigga, bing, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, like try to conserve a lot of energy nowadays because, you know, niggas be having different shit to do, so I can't just go 150% just on basketball, you know? For sure, bro.
Basketball was every day.
Yeah, and niggas will go 150%, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm a nigga that I hurt myself a lot playing basketball, nigga. So never broke nothing, you know what I mean? But nigga, I remember, nigga, Nigga, when I was young, I used to jam up my fingers all the time. Nigga, I used to jam up my fingers all the time, son. Like every time I played basketball.
Yeah, I used to jam my finger a lot too. I still feel some of them jams right now. I remember when I jammed it playing basketball. It still feels the same way. But yeah, man. But yo, listen,
So,
let me ask you another question, bro.
all right.
All right, listen, the Knicks, right? I've been watching some of the games and I've been noticing how they spreading around the rotation. And I'm saying, wow, I've been watching some games and I'm like, wow, they be playing RJ for a long time. And
you think he played too much minutes? Or I'm gonna let you finish.
Julius Randle, he leads, and from what I've heard them say, this Julius Randle leads the league in minutes played. So RJ he's been playing the whole game because like he doesn't even fucking come out for these past some of these games I've seen. And Thibodeau's known, he's a good coach, but he's known for burning out his players because he plays them too much. So, and they only get a couple. They won't. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sure you heard that they burn out.
I've heard that before. I've heard that before.
How do you feel about the way he's spreading out the rotation?
I see that at times the players do look a little burnt, but I think it's because of the schedule this year because it's been condensed and smushed. We've got a lot of basketball games pretty quick because mostly they play like 3 games a week. They've been playing like 4 games a week.
Yeah,
you feel me? So that's a lot of games. You know what I mean? Especially when other teams is playing. So I think motherfuckers need the experience. You know what I mean? So if you say you a dog, and let's keep it real, bruh. They might be the practices shit might be more harder because the game is only an hour. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you can't go hard for 1 hour in a day, are you really an athlete anyway? Like
for an hour in a day.
How long is a basketball game? 48 minutes?
Yeah, 48 minutes.
You can't go hard for 48 minutes straight?
But I hear what you're saying, but nah, I can't agree.
You know what I mean? Like
he's known for. He's doing.
You talking about an occurring effect, an accumulation. So over time, do you think we'll burn out? I don't think we'll burn out because the way we've been playing is kind of consistent all year. If you watched all the games, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't watched all the games, but if you watch, what I mean is if you watch like earlier games compared to now, we're winning games because should have been winning games before. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, if you watch the Knicks season, we haven't been getting blown out like ever.
Yeah.
And we played like 70 games and we only got blown out like once all season.
Yeah.
So like you watch shit like that. Like, all right, yeah, y'all beat us, but y'all didn't really beat us. You know what I mean? Like they caught the travel on Julius when he was gonna hit the game winner, nigga. He was gonna hit the game winner on them niggas, nigga.
They came back. They played good that game. They got back into the game on some shit. I was like, wow, that's the Nets.
Yeah, so nigga. And then you gotta understand when you play teams like that so good, lesser teams, you start running through the lesser teams because they're not playing hard enough.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we started doing after we played those Brooklyn games. We lost those 2 Brooklyn games. Then we just started whooping all the teams we needed to beat, nigga. Oh, y'all niggas having a turmoil in your season? You whooped. You played the Knicks. Oh, y'all niggas don't know who your point guard? You whooped. You played the Knicks, nigga. We just been whooping shit, nigga. Oh, God. Whooping shit.
But that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, they doing that. That's true. But I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about further on in their career.
Bro, they starting to do what they supposed to do. I think Julius is perfectly fine, son.
The money's worth out of Julius because they need to. I mean, they doing good because they winning. I can't complain.
They're not riding them like a running back though, because if you really,
they are. I mean, but niggas did it in the NBA. Yeah,
he 26, bro.
teammates is gonna have to get better. That's all that means.
But if you watch how Burke's been playing, you can rely on him in the fourth quarter. If you watch how fucking D Rose been playing the past 15 games, he been averaging like 20.
Yeah. RJ be going from the small forward to the shooting guard when Burke come in and when Bullock come in. So, but he's been the backup man for every position. He's the starter for one position and the backup for every other position. So I'm like, he's playing the whole. He plays him like I think he takes him out probably like in the first for a little bit, and then the rest of the game he's just in the game. Like
the first and like the end of the third, Julius usually comes out.
He put him right back in the top end of in the beginning of the fourth to the end of the game. So I'm like, he's getting a lot of minutes.
Nah, that nigga is getting a lot of minutes though. He been getting a lot of minutes. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, don't burn that nigga out. I saw him with the shoulder, the shoulder patch. You know what I'm talking about with the
I do. Yeah, the straps.
The shoulders. I was like, nah, they burning these niggas out before they even really before they get to make an impact. Just like I noticed that. And make it seem like a 1-year wonder.
I don't think he will be a 1-year wonder, bro. His game looks when you watch.
I'm talking about the
team,
how good the team will be.
I don't think it's gonna be a one. You just watch the core of how they play him, bro. Like, to be honest, we don't even need we only need one other player, bro. He don't even have. We just need one more consistent 3-point shooter, and we'll be good.
Point guard nigga that can shoot.
Yeah.
And
like if we get Lonzo in free agency, we good.
Yeah. I got Rose. If Rose keep that stay at that caliber.
But Rose can still come off the bench. We ain't gotta lose Rose.
And Rondo is he's been dropping these past
I don't want Rondo, bro.
Not Rondo. I said Lonzo.
Oh, Lonzo. Yeah, Lonzo.
Lonzo been dropping a few nights this week, and I'm starting to notice it. Like his name is coming up more. So I was like, Lonzo, he might be that's the other side. D Rose, D Rose that'll break you down, and then the Rondo that'll make the right play, set you up. So all the responsibility is not on Rondo. I mean, not Rondo, Lonzo. That's what he needs.
For sure.
Get used to running the floor and making the decisions. You don't got to do all of them at once. But he gonna want a lot of money because he's been dropping lately, and he gonna say, "I could do that in my game a lot." So it's whatever. Next, I gotta make a decision.
Hold on. They like messing with me on purpose, bruh.
Oh.
You know, the children. The kiddos.
Huh.
But I think Lonzo or I don't know how long CP signed to be in Phoenix, though. I would take him, too.
CP? No, he's having – I mean, yeah, of course. I wouldn't take him.
Because he can shoot.
In other words, I'll take him every year. I give him money every year to play. I just sign the nigga because he's
like you said before, bro. If we could steal Steph Curry, but you got to give up like 4 draft picks for a 34-year-old man. We ain't doing that, bro. We're not getting Paul George. We're not getting Paul George. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the only way you could probably get something for him. You got to trade him like a year early or a year. You know what I'm saying? You can't let him get his value. His value. That's Steph Curry.
How old is Paul George?
Paul George is probably like 30.
Let me look it up.
They signed that nigga to a contract. I was like, I don't know if I would have wanted to sign Paul George to that because he has a really. But Paul George is nice.
Paul George is nice.
Yeah, Paul George is nice. I just don't know if him and
But
Kawhi can play on the floor.
is he championship nice?
Yes, he is. All in
He's,
all, that's why they talk about. But yes, he is. He's championship nice. He put him on the team. He could win a championship with Kawhi. I wouldn't be surprised.
you think so?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure if these dudes come at their full potential, because Paul George got potential and he plays defense. I mean, he got Jade a few times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's always going to be on his record. But Paul George can break you down, get to the rack. He can play defense.
Jade a
And
few times.
High efficient. He's not.
That nigga got Jade from 40 feet though.
Yeah, I know. That's the number one. Then Lillard ended the series on the nigga. Started waving.
Dame Lillard made that nigga rating drop.
That nigga started waving and shit. Like his defense never recovered since then.
Yeah.
His rating in 2K.
Yeah, and his rating dropped to like he was like a 92. His shit dropped to like an 88. I was like, whoa. That shit 88 though. That shit crazy, bro. How you gonna drop a nigga shit to an 88?
Oh man. I remember I was watching that shit when that shit happened.
That shit crazy, bro.
I remember I was watching TV when that shit happened. Because I knew I would have been like, yo, Dame would take some deep shit in my mind.
Nah,
like,
bro. I'm watching that game too. I'm on my couch. My girl's sleep, right? And I'm like, and it's hella late at night, bro. It's like fucking like it's like 12 and these motherfuckers is still playing basketball. Like, right? I had just flipped to that channel in my old apartment, and I'm like, these motherfuckers still playing, and the score was something, and I'm like, it was like that score was mad high, like 130 something to 140, if I remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, them niggas, I think they went into like double overtime or some shit in that game.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So I watched like, I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched like the end of it because I'm like, yo, something crazy about to happen, right? And because I know it's the playoffs, and some people take that shit dumb serious, right?
Yeah.
So when he hit that shit in Paul George face, nigga, I couldn't even help it, nigga. I started yelling, nigga. I was like, oh shit. My girl, like, what the fuck? I'm like, you ain't even, you fell asleep. This nigga just hit this nigga from 40 feet in his face and then waved bye to these niggas, bro. He smoked that nigga career. I smoked it.
I was like, wow, this is that was on Paul George too. I couldn't believe it was him.
Bruh. And then the face he made that got memed. Then the face when that nigga did the.
And I mean, Paul
that shit
George,
was instant, bruh. That shit was instantly classic. I ain't gonna lie.
What you think? You think Russell Westbrook got what it take to win the title?
Yeah, on the right team, bruh. He need pieces around him.
Like what kind of pieces you think he needs?
Yo, to be honest, I think if Harden would have stayed in OKC, they'd have won the championship.
If Harden would have stayed in OKC.
Yeah, because Harden always got superior ball handle, and he was always going to be a lethal last shooter.
Yeah.
You feel me? I just think him taking on that number one role, he should have just stayed in the role that he was.
Nah, they didn't want to pay the nigga all the money. That's what happened. They should have paid him. They didn't want to pay him that much money.
He's worth it.
They had the time rest.
He's worth it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
They lost the nigga. They should have just gave him whatever he needed. Like, yo, this nigga's nice. We need to keep him on our squad. Even from what we know, he's gonna be nice. He's gonna put up, but they didn't want to pay him. They want to pay Ibaka, as a matter of fact. They could have paid him, but they paid him. They wanted to pay Ibaka.
Ibaka.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That was the biggest mistake they ever made.
They lost James Harden because of that.
Even though Ibaka is nice. And he won the championship before James. So obviously it wasn't that bad of a decision, but it still was a bad decision. You're supposed to keep that core three together. Yes, you're supposed to keep that core three together out of anybody on your team. And build around those three dudes because their games match each other, right? You got the driver, you got the shooter, and then you got the ball handler, decision maker. You feel me?
Yeah, but it's really not supposed. It's really, the truth be told, the Thunder probably would have a ring, but the nigga James Harden shit it up in the finals. And I'm not just saying that because like everybody talk about James Harden in the playoffs. That was like the first time he didn't show up in the
But he got
playoffs.
traded. I mean, he got traded the immediate next year.
Yeah, I know that's true. Though he was blitzing him and he was making turnovers. He wasn't ready, so they traded him the next year. And I'm thinking like, wow, they made a mistake. They should have kept
They
that.
made a big mistake because he was a part of the reason they went to the finals.
He was like in his third year. So
Notice they never went back.
they made it to the finals early. They was like in their second or third year when they was making the finals.
Yeah,
And that was
their third year together. I think they was
young. Nobody saw that coming. But yeah, that nobody saw that whole shit coming. But the Warriors, on the other hand, they did it. They kind of did it early too. Like, you lived through that shit. They kind of did it early too. But the Heat was blitzing James Harden. He was making turnovers and shit.
I think KD and them at that time, they wasn't ready in those fourth quarters, man.
At that time,
they had a lot of games where they didn't show up. You feel me?
Nah, it was a lot of times.
And they showed up in the game, but when it mattered, I watched those games.
Yeah, I know. I remember games against Dallas, all that shit. They just didn't have that yet. They was just a bunch of good niggas. I don't know. They was good. They still could have won it. You can't doubt them into the finals. They were so young, so they wasn't like really groomed in the game. And that tells you how good KD was.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Westbrook should have stayed skinny like Durant stayed skinny, and then his jump shot would have been better. When he gained all those muscles, it fucked up his jump shot even more. Because he had the little. I'm telling you, son, motherfuckers be getting too muscular and they be fucking their game up.
Yeah, that's true.
I do.
You,
muscles is not for basketball, my nigga. You know what I mean?
But Michael Jordan always had a jump shot. He got started getting muscular.
But he wasn't overly muscular.
I mean, well, yeah, Westbrook probably is like a bodybuilder type nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but Michael Jordan, yeah, he did because they had the videos. You know, you can see the videos.
You just need when Mike, yeah, you need some definition. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You definitely need some definition to your body, but as far as like bulking up too much,
leave that shit alone. Look what happened to Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was bulking up, fucked up his back, and he's never the same again.
Exactly.
That shit might not be a good idea. You might as well just let your body grow and just work on little shit. Don't try to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Getting surgeries and fucking up your career. But
I agree 100% and wholeheartedly, bro. Because I think that these niggas. Hold on. You was talking about, oh yeah, nigga fucking up his back. But
yeah. Yeah, you know, that's just I just went off a course for a second there.
For sure.
But yeah, I just went off damn, it was a question I wanted to ask you. I can't remember exactly what I was gonna say, but yeah, you were telling me if you had to build a team around Russell Westbrook, how would you do it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. I remember now. I would have kept, like I said, I would have kept that original 3 with him, bro. You feel me? Regardless of what it cost in the back end, they young. You feel me? So, James, what was that 88 million that James Harden got from Houston now?
88 mil. That's what they got. How he got than that?
No, now, but he only signed up. He got 88 million back then. Shit was what in like.
Just made that investment.
2010, that shit happened. What, 2010 or 11?
Yeah, they had his rights and all of that shit. They traded him. I was like, wow, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, I thought it was dumb. So, but as far as Westbrook, I don't know why he went to Washington. That was dumb. He should have came to us.
Nah.
I mean.
But right now in the NBA today, who do you think? Do you think Russell Westbrook could win an NBA title right now?
If he go to the Lakers or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If he go play with like AD, LeBron and them, yeah.
Yeah, he gotta be on the team with LeBron and win.
You know, you come on, bro. To be at this point, bro, I really feel like he going out like Gary Payton. You feel me? If he don't go drag on somebody, and I know I'm Russell Westbrook seemed like the type of dude that got a lot of pride, right?
Yeah.
And I said seem, I don't know. But I don't want him to go out like Gary Payton where he's hanging on somebody's coattails to get a championship. You know what I mean? Instead of
being
the man, and he's still the man. So just go to a good team and be the man. But you gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could definitely be a catalyst. He can't be a catalyst. It's Russell Westbrook, bro. Boy, been balling since he got in the league.
Like 21, 24, and 22 the other night.
Man, I remember.
Think about that. Those are his numbers.
No, that wasn't even the thing that shocked me. When I used to watch NBA back in the day,
something assists, 20-something assists. Like yo, he put up super crazy numbers. He had to change his game though.
When I was watching basketball back in the day, bro, when them dudes had just became the Thunder, and you would look at the NBA, you would be on NBA.com and you would look at the box scores at the end of the night.
Yeah.
KD will have 35, but some dude named Russell Westbrook I have 38. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, but because I knew about Kevin Durant coming out of Texas, right?
Yeah.
But I ain't know about Russell Westbrook. So every time I'm looking at the box score every night, you know what I mean? I'm looking at the box score and Westbrook right there with KD balling his ass off every night, bro. Like
every night. Yeah.
So regardless of the pressure, motherfuckers want to put on, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers type of game. Yeah, you're gonna slow down as you get older. It's just only natural. But I think Russell Westbrook was definitely as good as KD. He just didn't shoot as good as KD. You know what I mean? Athletically, he was better than KD.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me?
He needed a nigga like KD, basically.
Yeah, but he needed a shooter. It should have worked.
His problem was he thought he was the first option. KD was the first disconnect came when he started taking shit on his own and not, you know what I'm saying? First option, second option, shit like that. He wanted to be the first option, and that was where the mess up started. So, if I had to give a team the thing about Westbrook, he a ball dominant player. He want to get the ball. He want to make the assist. He want to grab the rebound. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who could you put around that nigga? Like, what kind of team you need to put? You need a bunch of shooters, or you need a lot of defensive niggas? Or
you gotta tell that nigga fucking chill with the grabbing rebounds and run your ass back.
So rebounds is good, but like you don't need like 10 of them motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to average that. You can get 5 and you might be able to help the team in other ways. But they could bring in a certain player. But
if niggas played better defense, they would be in higher regard.
Yeah. But you got to understand that nigga Westbrook got Bradley Beal, man. Bradley Beal he could score pretty easy.
And what is there in the thing? Let me look it up.
He's getting that young boy involved a lot because he's been killing these past few nights. He's in that young Japanese kid. I think he's Japanese. I don't even know. But he's getting him involved. I've been noticing that. And Westbrook is killing. Look at Westbrook's numbers for the past week and a half. Let's see when that shit's stupid.
Can you see that?
I can see the shit moving. I can't see none of the words.
All right. What am I looking at?
Russell Westbrook's previous game, or the Washington Bullets or whatever, or what they call them, the Wizards. So Bullets. Washington Bullets. Old school Washington Bullets.
All right, so boom. He's averaged in the regular season 36 minutes a game, 21, 20, almost 22 points a game. We'll just call it 22.
Yeah.
44% from the field, 31% from three, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. That's pretty good.
West, right? Westbrook.
Yeah, that's Westbrook for the
Yeah,
season.
Westbrook is fucking killing. His numbers is always like that. But that's the thing. He wants to, you got to have the ball all the time for your numbers to get like that. And you wasting all that energy on doing other shit, or are you playing defense?
Exactly. That's the shit. That's the shit that I'm worried about. Are you playing defense?
Yeah, you're not playing defense now.
It says he averages a steal a game for his career.
His athleticism, he was going on it, but now that athleticism is not like what it used to be.
But for his career, he averaged 23 points, 43% from the field, but he had 30% 3-point shooter though. That shit is terrible.
Yeah, that's a liability right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta pull that up to 4 of 10. Just one more. You know what I mean? Like 3 of 10, nah. 4 of 10, it's a big difference. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, but it's like that.
Kevin Durant is still good, even though he fucked up his life. He's still good.
But he got 7 rebounds and 8 assists, 1 steal a game, no block.
Who?
Westbrook. For his career. He ain't averaging a triple-double, but if he played for like maybe 4 or 5 more years, he could probably push that shit up to a triple-double for his career.
I think Oscar Robertson did that. I know he did it a couple seasons, but
he pretty close. 7.3 and 8.5.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Probably, and he played 900 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could push that shit up with probably like 4 more seasons.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if he got that type of that. I mean, you never know. He gonna be putting up numbers. He ain't gonna just have like a sharp decline.
Niggas be acting like niggas is mad. Oh, he only 32.
Yeah. He's not gonna have like a sharp decline.
Like,
so like, you should be.
Motherfuckers will start treating you like an old ass man as soon as you hit your 30s.
That piece where, like, imagine. I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work. Playing style wise, I don't think that would work. You're right. It's not gonna work out.
What the Knicks need is one more shooter. I wish we could have stole Clay while he was injured.
Nah, play's over. They do need to shoot, but
nah, bro. You think Clay and Julius wouldn't be the perfect match?
Yeah, playing Julius would. Playing anybody would be the perfect match. Clay's the perfect player. Think about it.
Shooter, play defense, 3 and D, and he a water gun though.
He's a real good shooter. He's not an ordinary shooter.
No, he's a great shooter. Clay is a sniper.
He's a superb shooter.
Word, I think it's a sniper. Like,
him on anybody's team, that'd be perfect. But
Curry better at hitting the orthodox, but Clay be bang, bang. And I'm like, yo, damn, son. Just be splashing. That's why they called them the Splash Bros, because it's true. Like, that niggas was splashing on you non-stop. You've seen championships coming out of that.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Fucking Splash Brothers, they just came out of nowhere.
I don't think they needed Kevin Durant, though. I don't think they needed. I think they needed to battle with LeBron. It would have made their legacy a lot tighter. Straight up. They owned the league. If you own the league, you don't run to nobody for no fucking help, man.
They still was the best team. You can see it. Now, the shit
with run the league. All right, you lost to LeBron. LeBron is LeBron. Play harder.
Draymond Green was injured one of them games. I mean, he
got suspended. Yeah, he got suspended.
That was some bullshit. They kind of took that away from Steph and them. They should have won that series. They should have won that easy. But they took a game away from them, so it's like LeBron got another ring. But it's all good. He just adds that to his legacy. He beat the best team of all time, record-wise, and that's his. He'll be remembered for that. He needed that, but to the disposal of Golden State, they just had to take an L for having the best team in the league. They couldn't win the championship like the Patriots.
He said that made him the GOAT.
That's just another ring.
Yo, that was funny when I heard that shit. When he said that shit, I was like, that made you the GOAT?
Nah.
Oh, God.
I could just easily say, well, Michael Jordan never even made it to a Game 7 in the finals, so he never had that part to worry about, that record. We didn't even know that record existed. Yeah.
That's funny. Exactly. Michael Jordan never had a Game 7. You know what I mean? Maybe in lesser rounds. I think they did get sweep. But in the championship game, he never been in a Game 7. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So, who's greater, man?
But Golden State was good.
Nah, Golden State was great, bro. They was washing people. Washing people with just Clay, Curry, and the way Draymond basketball IQ with the backdoor cuts and the screens and they was washing. They didn't need nobody else's help.
Yep, that's Golden State. That's what they was doing. I was watching.
You let KD come there, steal your legacy, and run off. That's what happened.
Legacy. Now his legacy
ran off.
He will always be remembered as a better of a warrior before KD. KD just came through there and got some rings.
That's what I'm saying.
But they needed KD in a sense too. Harrison Barnes wasn't. He fucked up on him. That game against LeBron, he wasn't hitting them shots. In Game 7, you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Harrison Barnes wasn't hitting shit.
That's why he became the first expendable dude.
If he would have hit one of them, yeah, they would have won. They would have won the championship.
Word.
You couldn't buy a bucket. Like, what the fuck, bro? How did that happen?
I like Harrison Barnes though. Harrison Barnes is still a champion.
I like Harrison Barnes. This game he got good. He got good game.
Yeah, he's fundamental. He's fundamental. He could shoot. He could dunk. He could play.
He's like a B star. He's not an A, but he's a B. It depends. I mean, like A's they got first options in A's too, but he's still gonna get you like your 18, your 17 points a game, Harrison Barnes. So I would take him.
I would too.
Yeah, I'll take that nigga.
You know, how you feel about Alex Burke with the Knicks, man?
I like Alex Burke with the Knicks. I didn't like it at first, but I like it now because Alex Burke is mad clutch.
Because I remember Alex Burke on Utah, and he didn't play like this.
Not at all. And we got blessed with that nigga. And we got blessed with Julius Randle. We got blessed with Alex Burke. and them two. Those
and Rose, man. Rose on the second wave. Coming back to make amends.
About that.
To make amends. I respect that nigga even harder than I respected that nigga before for doing what he doing right now for the New York Knicks.
But look at Melo. We gotta bring Melo into this conversation.
Why Melo? He not even on the team.
No.
You want to just talk about him reaching with what 10th on the scoring list?
Not yet. I'm comparing the 2013 team, Knick team, to the team right now.
Okay.
All right, cool. So you remember the 13 team? They had Melo, they had J.R. Smith, they had, I think they even had they had Stoudemire. He didn't play a lot. They even had Jason Kidd at the end of his career. You know that team, Tyson Chandler, that team against the Knicks right now. What team do you think is better?
I think the team we got now is way better than the dudes we had before. Because all they had was Melo.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough, bro. It's not enough. You can't just only have Melo. You know what I mean? And if you come through the Garden right now thinking all we got is Julius Randle, get your ass served. Know what I mean?
Yeah, shit. Melo, you think this team is better than Melo? Why? Why do you think they're better? Like, what do they have the edge on? Like, what would it take to beat that?
They play more as a team. Melo had a Jimmy, right? But unlike Julius Randle, Melo didn't really look to pass like that. You feel me? Especially when he was with the Knicks.
Yeah.
He wasn't passing shit to nobody. Like, it was the Melo show. So, know what I mean?
He just didn't play no D. He just scored all the points.
Exactly. And I didn't really like the game they had him playing in New York. I didn't like that back down game. I liked his. I wish he was playing that up and down game they used to play in Denver. You know what I mean? That's the Melo I wanted.
Like to play. Melo didn't make no changes.
Nah, they made him get fat. And then, like, look, I playing in Portland again. Like, Melo hooped for us. I'm not saying he didn't, but we could have been better. We could have been better.
Definitely, I agree.
Because he's still hooping. Because Melo could still hoop.
But Melo fell off for a bit. But
no, they blackball Melo. They blackball Melo. He didn't fall off.
I love Melo because Melo held it down.
But I think he got comfortable and he got fat.
Yeah, he kind of fell off a little bit. But he was killing though at one point. He was killing at one point. He was like really going at him, but the team wasn't successful at the same time. He was doing that, but the team was losing games. Like,
I know.
He
got comfortable and he got fat.
Yeah,
he got comfortable and fat.
So 13 was like one year where they did good and he showed potential.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get by I don't know which team it was. It might have been
Indiana.
Indiana.
I watched the game.
Yeah, he couldn't get
I was pissed when Roy Hibbert blocked him like that. I was like, then Roy Hibbert was out the league 2 years later. I'm like, bro, these niggas is trash.
That was close, but yeah, they had
look how quick you lose your value in the NBA, bro.
Melo lost his value when he went to OKC. He was falling off. We saw that he was falling off for a long time.
That be the narrative, bro. They be painting you up to fall off. Niggas be balling and they saying niggas is falling off.
The nigga did fall off because remember OKC in the playoffs when the nigga couldn't hit a shot when he was with Paul George.
Yeah.
That nigga couldn't hit the easiest shots. I was like, oh, it's over for this nigga. Like, you seen it before our eyes and shit. It's over for this nigga. Like, he had a great career. Salute to his career. He's a Hall of Famer and everything, but hang it up.
That's hilarious, bro.
He's looking bad out there. But he took a year off, came back in better shape, and he's legit now. He's legit again. But he fell off really severe, but he's legit again.
That's funny.
It's true, bro.
Yo, I swear to God.
But the Melo held it down for New York already for a while, for a couple of years. But Julius Randle against Melo's a better scorer than Julius Randle.
Yeah, that's a fact. But Julius shit water now.
Melo wasn't disciplined enough. He didn't have the shot IQ.
Nah, and he was a little chubby when he played for us.
He didn't have the basketball IQ.
If he was more in shape, you know what I mean? I think we would have went a lot further because then he would have moved a lot faster. Like, but they made him. Like, look how lean Melo is now.
Yeah. But look at
I'm like, I told my girl this. Like, I wish we had this Melo. Like, the Melo Portland got is the Melo I wish we had.
Because he's playing part of a team concept.
Exactly. Not being a Chuck thinking because he Melo. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. Because to the end of the day, like, that shit is cute basketball, but you're not going to win like that. Like, we have a better chance now winning because we play team basketball through Julius Randle, nigga.
Yes.
That's a fact.
That's what I've been hitting at this whole time.
You ain't got to tell me. I watch basketball, so I know.
I know. I'm playing in a part of the team. You know why? This is the point in case right here. Look at Rose. Look at Derrick Rose. He was on that Knicks team. They brought him in. He was on one of them Knicks teams, but he wasn't
No, I
doing
don't think
good
he was on a Nick team with
with Melo. And him and Melo didn't work. He come back to the Knicks, and this nigga is doing his fucking thing. And he was doing his thing on other teams too. He went, I think he went to Detroit or some shit like that, or he might have went to another team. He was
Yeah.
doing his thing. But that team when he was with Melo, he wasn't doing shit. So it's like something was wrong, something happened. What was it? And
Melo's and niggas can't say Melo ain't no shooter, bro. When they said that, when they just made that up, I was like, Melo was one of the first niggas shooting from that line corner and the shoot from far.
I like Mike Woodson. See, the thing with Mike Woodson was Melo had his tendencies, but he coached around his tendencies. He brought in Jason Kidd. So Jason Kidd only played one season. And when Jason Kidd left, it was never the same again. Because Melo needed a strong point guard in his career. He had Chauncey Billups, a strong point guard in his career. Chauncey Billups took them niggas to the Western Conference Finals when they lost to Kobe. So he had Iverson a couple years before, but Iverson was never a true point guard. But Iverson, they won games and shit. But so, like I said, Iverson another point. He had Chauncey Billups, and they went to the Western Conference Finals. He had Jason Kidd. They went to the Eastern. Did they go to the conference or the semis?
No, I think it was the semis.
Well, they had a good season.
We lost. I think we lost in the. No, it wasn't semi. We lost in the second. No, that was you talking about 2013, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
We lost in the second round to Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
Jason Kidd got hurt.
Strong point guard.
Jason Kidd got hurt.
He had a strong point guard. Yeah, Jason Kidd was in there. Melo, they always built them around Melo the wrong way. Jason,
and then we had like Rasheed Wallace, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, which is fine,
but
they're not gonna hold up all season.
They didn't need those players.
Like now we got a good fluctuation of older players and younger players, right?
Yeah.
And that's just what we didn't have before. You know what I mean? We didn't have the good fluctuation of younger players. Things like Marty Booker or just bums. Like, I don't want to say it like that because they're better than me because they made it to the league, right? That's a fact. But
Melo needed a strong point guard. I understand the Knicks when they was building around Melo because Melo was good with they should have. Matter of fact, they had a chance to keep Chauncey Billups, but they decided to get him out of his contract. They would have kept him. The Knicks would have probably could have. They really could have competed for a title because they would have had Chauncey Billups, Amari Stoudemire, but Amari Stoudemire got hurt. But imagine if they would have had all of them niggas available at the same time. And somehow got Tyson Chandler, but Tyson Chandler was the man for the Knicks, but he stepped up for a long time. But the thing about one more thing, let me finish this shit about Melo. Melo, he was always the type of player. I say he needs a strong point guard. You remember when they got Rose? Rose was shitting up on the Knicks.
Nah, he when his first go round, what year we got him? 2015.
Yeah.
That year, that year I wouldn't touch D Rose with a 10-foot pole.
See,
and was it 2015 or 2017?
I don't remember.
When did Melo leave the Knicks?
I think he left the Knicks probably like 2017.
17, right? Yeah, that was the year. That was the last year we had. Yeah, I think that was the year we had D Rose. He wasn't showing up. You know what I mean?
He didn't even come to the games.
Yeah, he wasn't even coming to the games. He was, always coming. He still wasn't in a good mental space. You feel me?
Right, but look at this. Look at the nigga. You say Melo's good right now, right?
I think he back to Melo form. I think he back in his form. I do.
He not at that age. But you got to understand, Damian Lillard is not really like a point guard, but he can be a point guard. And Melo is doing good. You just said it. But see, the thing is, I kind of knew it wasn't good for Melo in the back of my head because when Derrick Rose came, he couldn't play with Derrick Rose. But before Derrick Rose, he couldn't. Him and Iverson was getting deep, but they could never really get over get past the first round and shit. So I was like, well, and then Chauncey Billups came in. I knew it right then and there. I was like, the Knicks need to get a stable point guard. And they get a stable point guard because that's what Melo needs. and I was shouting that shit for a long time. Like they need a point guard, like a true point guard. And then they got Jason Kidd, as a matter of fact. And I was like, wow, Jason Kidd and Chauncey Billups, Melo needs a good point guard. I remember they had the rumors about Chris Paul. And if Chris Paul would have went to the Knicks, I was like, wow, that team right there is going to win an NBA title.
Yeah, Carmelo was a monster at some time. Like when Carmelo was hot, if he had a point guard, bro,
controlling the pace of the game,
we would have killed.
Melo come down, he just want the ball.
Slow it down, kill your clock, and then splash it in your face.
Exactly. That's so inefficient. He was just good. He was just nice. So it was
just splash it in your face, like bang.
I feel the same way about Julius Randle, bro.
He got the. I'll be honest. He got a sidestep three.
Yeah.
I don't think he got a walk up three if you give him space though.
Mm-hmm.
You got a walk up three if you give him space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
he got somebody moving him, controlling the game, got him go to your spot, setting him up at his spot, just straight up. Boom, nigga come. He got the skills. He could catch him up the dribble, get to a spot, pull up.
But what I'm loving about this nigga right now, bro, and love is a strong word, is the fact that he came in super shape. He looked like a skinny, and he's naturally a big dude. You know what I mean? Just like Carmelo is not naturally a big dude. So when he was getting fat, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, you a basketball player. You ain't supposed to be fat. You know what I mean? You want niggas like Big Baby. Why you think these niggas don't stay in the league long? It's like, bro, you get in shape.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, he was
you could be big, not skinny, but you know what I'm talking about, nigga. Basketball.
He gets his practice habits spoken about. So Julius Randle, he practices. He been looking a little different these past few games, but it's like kind of the hype getting to him. But but he be practicing. That should be. They be talking about.
No, we're not overhyping him. Watch the game. Watch the highlights, bro. He been hooping, fucking people, all that.
I mean, like the past 2 games or some shit. I mean like longer than that. Because he be taking a lot of shots, and I'm noticing it.
Well, he got the green light.
Yeah, he's just taking them shots while he can. It's the middle of the season. But hey, listen, they on a 13-game winning.
Middle of the season, bro. We got like 6-7 games left.
We're like, might as well fuck it now. You know what I'm saying?
We still trying to make the. We is on the toughest run that we got this season, my dude. We got the Suns. No, we got the Nuggets, the Suns, the Nuggets, the Suns, the Lakers. Hold on.
We get all of them games, bro.
Yeah, we got the Suns, the Nuggets tonight. It's three there, nigga. So in 3 hours, we gotta play the Nuggets. Or I think it's at 9. It's on West Coast time. So 9, we play the Nuggets. 9 your time. 6 my time. Huh?
Oh yeah, it's 9 here because they're in the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
So 9 here and it's what 6 over there.
Yeah.
It's 6 like 9 o'clock in New York. But you know how it feels when it's 9 o'clock when you go in New York.
Nah, it gets so it depends. Like right now, daylight saving time and shit just passed and shit, so it stays fucking. The sun stays out a lot longer.
Yeah, I know. We getting dark like around 7:30, almost 8 hours.
Yeah, almost 8:30 damn near. So, but in the winter, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our winter is not that long, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Because of course, you're in that part of the country. Yeah, of course.
That's a beautiful thing, bro. Just the weather, you know what I mean? Sometimes puts you in a good mood because you come outside and it's not fucking gloomy. You know what I mean? And you might be feeling gloomy, nigga, but you're like, damn, it's so nice outside today, nigga. I'd be an asshole to be running around feeling like this, nigga.
Just take a walk.
Yeah, nigga, and you just enjoy how it looks and how it feels and where you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Like days like this, nigga, probably after this, nigga, we gonna go somewhere, nigga. Do something, nigga. You feel me?
90 degrees, nigga. That was 90 shit.
Okay.
I'll be fucking
I want to hit the want to hit the river, go down the lake or something. You feel me? 100%.
With that, like you just go there and just hop on a boat.
You can rent a raft and then just float down the river for like 6 hours, nigga.
A raft. I'd rather get a boat. I don't want no raft because the raft you probably got one of them life jackets, right?
Yeah, you can get a life jacket too.
Nah,
I know
I ain't thinking about no rafts and shit. Nah, I'm just being honest, but that's scary.
Yeah, but you know, can you swim?
On a raft, huh?
Can you swim?
Nah, I don't know how to swim.
You don't know how to. Well, I'm not going to accost you because you don't know how to swim. Millions of people don't know how to swim. But
well, no, I don't be getting imposed in none of that shit. I might get in the beach, but I don't be getting imposed in none of that shit.
Nah.
Just never liked into it. Just was like, nah, I'm not feeling this. But you know, I know people that got posed and shit.
Nah,
so,
for sure. Nah, I got lucky, bro, because the school that I went to just happened to teach. You know what I mean? My junior high school in my neighborhood just happened to teach us how to swim. I don't know if they.
You learned to swim back in the day.
Yeah, I learned to swim. I learned to swim when I was a kid.
I mean, I could probably swim. You put me in the I could swim, but I'm not like a
open water swim. Open water swim. Will you survive?
I'm not gonna let myself die. I'm fucking swim. I'm figure it out. I would just figure it out. Shit.
That's funny.
Exactly.
Open water swim. Will you survive?
I will fucking survive, man. I think back to all the shit I was told.
That's exactly what I did. Because when I came out here, I had some partners, and we went to the lake, and dudes was jumping off bridges into the water, and you know what I mean. And I knew how to swim. You feel me? You know what I mean? I learned how to swim when I was young. And I've been to pools. We used to go to the pools all the time and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. I've never almost had a drown situation. So, you know what I mean? But when I did that, bro, I was like, fuck, bro. I don't think I'm ever doing this shit again. It's mad cold in this shit, bro. You feel me? And then you pop your head out. All you see is rocks. You feel me? Open water is way more intense than pool shit, nigga. Like, that shit is not it's not the same.
Well, yeah, you probably, because you're talking about the lakes and shit.
Yeah, I jumped into the river.
The river is going somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And they got a stream, and you got to swim against the current, and it's stronger, and the water is freezing.
Damn. What time of the year you be going?
Well, when we did it, it was around like this time, summertime, like 100 outside. You feel me? So you would get out and dry off, but it didn't make a difference that it was hot because your whole body is in an ice box called the lake.
I never been to a lake. Only lake I've been to was the lake in Prospect Park.
But I ain't gonna lie, that shit was crazy, bro. Because when I got into the water, I was like, boom, right? Then I was looking around and I'm thinking to myself, damn, son, it's hella green under here. You feel me? And then I thought, like, let's get the fuck out of here, nigga. And as soon as I fucking head hit the top of the water, I'm like, it's cold. Yeah. Shit was crazy, bro. It was freezing.
Yo, I went to Florida about a year or two ago, and every time I go to Florida, I want to go in the water. Like I don't know why. I just want to get on a boat and go in the water because it's Florida and shit. And,
it's ocean bluey, huh?
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy.
Like my background.
Florida's the Gulf Coast though, not the Atlantic side of the Gulf Coast. That's
motherfuckers out there is crazy though.
What's the name of that shit again? The Gulf, the body of water.
The Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm talking about that water.
Let me check that. Let me fact check that.
That's the water I'm talking. That's the water I'm talking about. That was that Tampa Bay. Fort Myers in between all of that shit.
Correct.
Somewhere in that area. Somewhere over there, man. So yeah, man. When the next time you coming to New York, bro?
I that's a good question. It's 2021. If I can, probably in the next year or two.
Yeah. All right. I gotta work on. I gotta work on.
Coming out here, fam.
Yeah, I gotta work on trying to get out there, man.
Yeah, man.
Good.
Trying to grind, put this little twerk in. Know what I mean? Said grind, put this little twerk in. Know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's getting hot. So right now, New York is where it's the place to be. So
it's just so expensive, son. Like my girl was talking to me about living there and shit, and I'm like, nah.
I mean, yeah, New York is expensive. If you don't want to pay the New York rate, don't even come. I mean, jobs is $15. That's minimum wage. That could be one of your convincer, but nah, it's real expensive out here, bro. You know what I mean?
Many people.
If you can get a job though that could pay for it, then I would say go for it. Fuck that.
Sure.
New York is different. It's a different lifestyle.
I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to live in the city no more, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, you good, man. You good. I mean, I'm considering that shit. I'm considering getting out the city, bro. It's just
too many people, bro. Sometimes you just want your space. You feel me?
Yep, it is. That's what it is. Sometimes you just maybe who knows how I feel the next year. that's the worst part about it. Because sometimes I'll be going out to Florida and I just be enjoying myself. I don't have to worry about nobody. But it just be too fucking boring. So it's like I gotta get the fuck up out of here. And but yeah, out there it's like where you can. It's not like Florida. Florida got like the private areas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
How is it when you go to the store? You gotta go to gas stations and shit like that.
Yeah.
Is shit walking distance?
Yeah.
Yeah. That suits me more.
Yeah.
The shit is walking distance, like the trains.
Like where I'm at right now is like the hood. You feel me?
Oh, you in the hood? Okay, so I know how the hood is. You always gonna hit a store somewhere, either this way or that way. You're gonna run into an intersection. So, because I know how it is out in Long Island, how them hoods is set up.
But these like. This ain't the hood, but people treat everything like the hood nowadays. So, but I live in yeah, but my complex is very, very small. So, like, you know what I mean? It's perfect for us because we got a limited amount of people that live here. It's not very massive. We ain't got to deal with many strangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit, man. I want to get a house, nigga, like a house with a.
Yeah,
it don't even need a lawn, but it's just.
That is the next mission, for sure.
It don't even need a lawn, but if it has a lawn, but I can't get that shit in New York because you try to get some shit like that in New York, that shit is like crazy. That shit like $5 million, bro. Some shit like that, over $1 million. You ain't gonna get no shit like that in New York. I mean, yeah, you ain't gonna get that. Shit's not gonna happen. That's too much money. But well, other than New York, that shit is possible. So I want to get some shit like that,
bruh. Like $5 million for a house. I don't know.
Fucking money, nigga.
Oh no, I ain't paying that.
That's
paying that at all.
Motherfuckers over $1 million in 2000. So imagine what they paying now.
If you got it, it ain't, what they say. If it ain't tricking, if you got it, you got that shit, do it.
I'm buying that to live in.
$5 million.
That's my house.
I need land. I ain't just buying no house next to nobody for $5 million. Hell no. You know what I mean? I want the land. Like, you feel me?
Me too. I know.
I want the property. I need at least like 10 acres, you feel me? It could be something like, it ain't got to be like 50, 60, 70, 100, like, you know what I mean? Like, I take a little 10 acres, you feel me?
Yeah, imagine, I would do that. I wouldn't take 10. 10 is a little bit extra. I don't need 10. But you got kids, so it's different. So, give me an acre, man, because my aunt had a house on, she had it on about an acre in New Jersey. So I was like, wow, this would be perfect. I could get anything I want. I could get a basketball hoop going right here. I could get a tennis court. I ain't gonna play tennis, but you know what I mean. You could do that. You could have that. You could have like a little, like a field. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't gonna have that much shit. You could have a pool going back a little bit. So I could do a lot on an acre. I could just have a place to just chill. That's all I would want is an acre. I don't need like 10 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. 1 or 2. Look,
You probably have
out.
to come for Midwest to get some shit like that.
For a good price. Look, just right here. Active 175. And this is in Loomis. This just is in Loomis, California. Here, let me show you. Let me screenshot this to you. Let me show you.
Get me one of them motherfuckers. You can get anything on Amazon nowadays. So it's like, it don't even matter where you live. Got the money, good. I'm gonna do that shit, man. Watch.
Look at this shit. You see this shit?
Like motherfucking Tennessee or some shit.
1-3, bro.
Huh?
1-3. You see these houses? You see these houses?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm like, they trying to make me sign into some shit.
What's up?
Nah, hold on. I'm trying to show you how expensive these houses is out here.
No, word, man. It's Cali too, so I know the shit in Cali is expensive.
And this is just up the road. This ain't even far from us. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like right past Rockland. I mean, it's Roseville. Hold on. So where I'm at is I'm in Sac. Then you got North Highlands. Then you got Roseville, Rockland, then Loomis. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle, then Auburn. So we're looking at homes in Loomis. The lowest I've seen so far, 2 bedrooms. Come on, man. I just want to look at the house. These motherfuckers like register. No.
Oh, that's some real estate shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just want to look at the house, bro. I don't want to.
I'm just talking about just like.
No. I was looking at 1 acre properties.
Yo, you win like shit. You just say fuck it. I'm gonna play the lottery. Fuck around and win like $100 million. What you getting? What you gonna do? How you gonna spend that money?
$100 million.
Yeah. How would you spend that?
And after the government takes their 30%.
Fuck the government. You got $100 million in a settlement, and the government can't touch it.
Okay, $100 million. And what am I doing with that? To be honest, I'm not gonna ball out of control. What I am gonna do is put half of that money away for probably investments, and then 25% of that. You know what I mean? The other 25 and 25, like I'll probably like donate, do a bunch of different things with like 10 million. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know what I mean? A lot of the things I would try to repurpose that money and start doing like ownership shit, like, buy a movie theater, like when the pandemic's over, or buy a couple businesses, or, get into stocks and get into real estate. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd make my portfolio large with that $100 million. That's what I would do.
Nah, definitely. That's definitely worth.
I'm just saying, if I had $100 million, I would make my portfolio very large. Like
I'll make some decisions. I'll make some decisions, some life altering decisions. I have to make those.
Yeah, for sure. It's not just about moving into a, you know what I mean, getting a 1 or 2. Yes, I would get a $1 or $2 million house where niggas could. Of course, I would. Why wouldn't you?
I want to make sure I live in an area, the town, you know what I'm saying, a part of the city that. Before I do anything, I'm not gonna just buy a fucking house that's just fucking big and you know what I mean?
Yeah. You want
I'm playing my money close. I'm gonna
you
get
want to
some
make
shit.
you want to make sure it's conducive in all areas, bro. You're gonna like the people in your neighborhood. You're gonna,
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I ain't about to waste no money. I'm trying to get another house. That's another mortgage. So I'm gonna do some shit like that. Or I'll probably just go to a hotel at first. But I would stack I wouldn't put half my money towards it, but I'll definitely try to stack my portfolio. Like the shit you were saying, but
Yeah, because you could turn that $100 million into $1 billion if you play with it.
if I had $100 million, I would probably only invest like $30 million. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying, stacking your portfolio and doing all of that shit. I would only do that as much. I wouldn't even start with 30 mil. I'll probably start with like look into some shit, do some research, probably see if I could put 15 like 10 mil into one
No,
company.
or I would say over time that would be the
Up and
budget.
starting.
I wouldn't just give a nigga $30 million. That's dumb.
Nah,
You know
nah,
what I
nah,
mean?
nah, of
You know
course.
what I mean? Like over
You
time,
said 50%. So I was
yeah,
like, no, I
yeah,
want to
no, 50% I would save. You know what I
okay,
mean?
all
Yeah,
right.
50%, and then so it would not 15. So yeah, let me restate that because you right. Because I said I'm giving away 10%, 10 million in charity. Not in giving away. I mean charity, donations,
I'm just
fucking,
being very
helping
completely
people that need it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Physically putting the work in. You know what I mean? But
you're getting the money like government not taking no money. I have no problems with you donating this shit. Donate something like that. I'm all for that. But if the government got their hands in your pocket, I'm like, wait a minute. These charities are trying to make some more money first. And then I'm gonna start the charity shit. I just gotta get some more money first. But if the government not, fuck it, yeah, man, take that. I'm gonna have to give it.
but I'm not just gonna give away my money. I'm gonna try to be frugal and very smart about it. But if I know I just don't want to sit on that 100 million, then if I want to grow that 100 million into more 100 millions, then you got to use that 100 million, bro. I can't just sit on it.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm not even gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy a land.
Your audio changed. Sound different.
I said, yo. I'm not even gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy a land.
You said what? Yeah, land should be good. Why'd the audio change? No, I can hear you, but you just sound different on it. It sounds different. Oh. Say again. Say it again. No, I'm like test it out. I can hear you. No biggie. But son, if you had $100 million, I would tell you the best thing to do is get your hand on some fucking Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Invest in some Tesla stock, or try to get your way to meet an Elon. You know what I mean? Like, you got to use that money to start gaining. Well, I wouldn't say influence, but like, you know what I mean? Like building relationships, and you know what I mean? Like, you can't move the same way you was moving before at all. Like, you know what I mean? At all. Like, motherfucker get $100 million and think you going back to the same neighborhood you was at. You dumb. You're not. You're not. It's not. It can't happen. When you get $100 million, you gotta go. You gotta go. Nobody ever see you again.
Yeah, man. If you want, what you doing? You going go to a hotel. You don't want nobody to find out, like, oh, yo, your next door neighbor just won $100 million. Still sitting in your house.
Man. No, yeah, you would have to disappear. So hotel is definitely necessary. Nobody knows for sure. Only person that, like, if you got a girl, bring her with you, and then y'all out. Know what I mean? Because $100 million is a lot of money, but you could blow through that shit if you're not using it right. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that part. I'm going on vacation before anything.
He said vacation before anything.
Well, I'll research the house on vacation. Figure out what I want.
Man.
Take like a 2-week vacation.
What I would do, man, you would have to first put that money somewhere you could retrieve that money, bro. Like, yo, it would become a whole ordeal because they're not just gonna let you take your money out of the bank or nothing. Like, you can't just, you know what I mean? Like, how are you physically? You know me, I think about all these things. Like,
so I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do with
$100 million, bro. Like,
I'm going on figure out a part of the country or wherever, what city, what place where I can find. It's fine to have to be close to the city. Find out where I want to locate that.
man, I wouldn't mind. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to live in no super cold ass, like, fucking dumbass hick down. I do need to be close to my people a little bit. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, but I wouldn't mind having, a nice little, you know what I mean? Couple horses, you feel me? Nice little ranch, bruh.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though, dog. Check this out.
Yeah, your shit back. You back. Oh, it popped back out.
Giannis fan. Like, I'm a real big Giannis fan since I was little. As I got older, I kind of was like, whatever. But now I know that when I was young, I was a Giannis fan. So I've always imagined living or at least visiting. That's where 49ers play. That's where Jerry Rice lived. Shit like that. So I was like, I gotta. That's where I want to end up. Not knowing this is before getting to know, oh yeah, you live over here. This is Brooklyn, East, West. You know what I'm saying? Just 49ers.
Yeah.
I want to watch 49ers every time they come on TV.
That's why this nigga want to live on the West Coast. This nigga want to watch him every Sunday. Well, you wouldn't have you wouldn't have that problem out here, nigga. I tell you that, nigga. You would see them every Sunday.
In New York, you can't go to games. In Madison Square Garden, you can't go to a Knick game.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Thousands of dollars, like $25,000. I want to go to the fucking game and just enjoy myself.
You're not about to like what I'm about to say.
What?
I've been to the new stadium.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It looks amazing. Word. Yeah, that should look like
it's amazing. And I had a fucking blast, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. One of the best days I've ever had. Like, you know what I mean? As a person.
That's what I want.
It's going to like
every weekend.
People that go to that shit normally, I understand why they do it. You know what I mean? Because like right before the pandemic hit, I was just like, I was saving my money and doing different things and saving to do real shit, nigga. Not, we going to get eat. Nah, we going to a game. You feel me? We going to this game, then we going to that game. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It just feels fun. Even if you don't like the team, nigga, just the root. Get your energy out, your aggression. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
Take
what
some
I'm saying.
pictures.
You can't do that. Fucking the football, the Jets and the Giants, they play in New Jersey, man.
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
That's not like right around the corner.
Yeah, that's not right around the corner. That's a whole day affair.
That's not a train stop away. That's like switching this train organization to this next train organization.
Nah, you wilding if you think you're taking the train or the bus, bro. You might as well.
I did that once. And I learned I don't want to do that shit no more.
You went to a game on the train and the bus?
Not the bus, but the train.
Oh my god.
Because I had to take the regular train. I had to take the A train all the way to like fucking Javits Center or some shit like that. Or no, Lower Manhattan. I don't even remember. Then I had to switch over at I think Penn Station. I had to go to Penn Station. I had to switch over at Penn Station. That's Madison Square Garden. I had
Mm-hmm.
to switch over and switch it to like the New Jersey Transit, some shit like that. And I had to go a bunch of stops going through the city, out the city into New Jersey, and then going to the stop in Jersey.
Did you
That
make
shit
it
was
on
kind of fast.
time?
Hell yeah, I made it on time. I took extra time. It's like I pay like $400 and shit, and I'm paying like hundreds of dollars for these tickets. I'm like,
And
nah,
then you
man,
gotta
I'm not.
pay
I'm
the.
not.
Then you had to pay the travel and
I don't
eat.
want to stand. I don't want to stand online. I didn't eat. A couple times I didn't eat. I was like, fuck, because I knew that shit was gonna be like $9 a hot dog or some shit. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna eat before I go.
Damn.
I ain't gonna be hungry. I've been
That
to
was
that. I don't get bed, none of that shit when I'm at the games.
yeah.
I want to go see the 49ers, man. Now they got that new young boy, Trey Lance. I wanna see them and how they. I've
Fly
been
out
to
here,
the.
man. We'll hook something up. We'll go out there.
Yeah, man.
Especially if they play us this year. Look, let me look up the schedule, see who we play.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go check out them 49ers, man. I might see if I ever want like 100 mil, I'll probably buy a crib out in San Fran, just
Man,
so I could just fly back and watch the game,
Say again.
or go
we
to a
can.
hotel. So I could just fly back, watch any game, this and that, come back.
Son, I think we should set that up if the Giants play the 49ers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah.
Giants. Yeah, the Giants. They
Oh
used to
no,
play each other every
you
year. As a matter of fact,
you lucky. We don't play
but
y'all this year.
we played y'all last year and at the Meadowlands. I remember.
And we took y'all. We took y'all cookies.
No, y'all didn't.
We took y'all
By a
cookies, man.
lot. Y'all
Let me
lost
look
by
at
a
it.
lot that game.
Come
Only
on,
thing y'all
bro.
took, we got a couple
Look.
players that was injured that game.
No.
And we had a lot of injuries last season.
Oh.
We had a ton of
Oh
injuries.
no,
That's why
y'all! I think y'all was the only team that. Yeah, nah.
we had a ton of
49ers,
injuries last year.
49ers beat our ass. I
Hell
ain't
yeah,
gonna
we beat
lie.
your ass. A lot of
Y'all beat
niggas got
our
hurt too.
ass.
So y'all kind of got the other.
yeah. Nah,
Y'all
I
kind of
remember
won
that
that
game.
one.
I remember that
And
game. I
niggas was
remember that game.
dropping. Nick Bosa, all of them niggas. The best niggas was getting hurt. George Kittles, all of them was getting hurt. So our season was a wash. But we back now, man. I'm a Niners fan, bro, to the core. So it's like,
Oh, you know.
yeah.
But what you think the score? And we supposed to be talking Knicks, but I don't mind just talking sports. You know what I mean? We could
No,
just
no,
talk
we
sports.
talking
Nah,
Knicks. We
yeah,
didn't even start this shit yet.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Let's start off.
But you really think we winning tonight, bro? And I don't want to sound like a pessimist, but I always come from a
Yeah.
glass half full, then
All right,
preferably
good
half
now.
empty.
All right. I think we're gonna win. I think so because the Knicks are fucking a solid top 10 team. Just call it what it is. They're a top 10 team.
I think we even better than top 10, but I think we're
Not
one of the
top
top
10. We're
five.
a top
I
10
think we're
team.
one of the top 5 teams in the NBA right now. I think we
Let's
are.
be honest with each other. Let's be honest with each other. We
Am I?
don't jump.
Do I sound
Don't
delusional when I say stuff
before you
like that?
crawl. Yeah, you kind of do. Not hallucinal. That's a different word. That's a harsher
No,
word.
I said delusional.
Yeah, look delusional, but not. I mean, nah. But keep hope. Believe. Keep the hope alive. I'm with you on that. But the Knicks is a top 10 team. Denver's a top 10 team. You can make an argument Denver's a top 5 team. But Denver, I know Denver coming off like a 9-1 record since they lost Jamal Murray,
All
and
right.
he wasn't even playing, but they won like 9 games. So it's like okay, their luck is gonna run out. The Knicks is a top 10 team.
All
Like you
right.
understand what I'm saying?
All
Their
right.
luck is
No,
gonna
you're
run.
right. And I'll give you that, right? Because we
Yeah,
got the
they're
Suns,
not.
the Jazz, the Clippers, the Nuggets, right?
Hmm.
Then we got the 76ers, Nets, and Bucks as the
Yeah,
best teams in the NBA. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
yeah.
Knicks is the 9th best team in the league.
Ninth best team in the league. That's all I'm saying.
You right.
Yeah. So if the Knicks is the
All
ninth
right,
best team in the league, they should beat the Nuggets without Jamal Murray. That's the type of team they are. They can't lose that game because
because
if they're a contender, if y'all can't beat the Nuggets without Jamal Murray, then what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I
word.
mean, yeah, they making their money, but that's basically all y'all doing. Y'all not playing to win. So that's how I see it.
Knicks, the ninth best team in the league. I'll take it.
Right. Top
I'll
10
take it.
league.
I'll
Two
take it.
top teams.
I'll take
Two
it.
top.
You got
Me
30
too.
teams in the league, bro. We
Yeah,
number
two
9.
top 10 teams. They're a top 10 team with the top 10 teams. They
Let's
in
drop.
that list.
Let's drop a bomb for the Knicks being a top 10 team in the league.
The top 10 team. All
Yeah,
these years.
yeah. But when we won those 54 games, we wasn't a top 10 team, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
Um,
We didn't
I
have the
don't know. I
defensive
gotta.
effort that we had. Like Tyson Chandler was
Yeah,
cute, you know what I mean? And I liked him. If we had a
they
point
relied
guard,
on
we
him.
probably like, but nah, bro, nah. They
The
thought
Knicks
they was
needed
getting
a
that.
point guard.
They thought they was getting that Dallas Mavericks 2011 magic, but that's not what you're getting.
Mm-mm. They should have kept Chauncey Billups for at least another year. And still, they should have. What they should have did was, truth be told, fuck it. They should have used that amnesty clause because they got the clause to take the nigga off the contract because of
Yeah,
the strike or whatever. They should have used that shit on Amari Stoudemire. Because if they would have used that shit on
yeah,
Amari Stoudemire, big ass contract, that shit would have came off. They could have probably went out and because I know the original thing was to get Melo and Chris Paul, and when they had Amari Stoudemire on the books, they couldn't get Chris Paul. They just kept thinking that Amari Stoudemire is gonna be healthy. He's gonna be healthy. That's what James Dolan came into it. He fucked up. He said, "No, we're gonna keep him," and they should have just got rid of that nigga, signed Jamal. No, yes, signed Tyson Chandler and made a run like that. But Dolan ass man, and then the
always
shit I
fucking shit
hated the
up.
most. This is the move I hated the most, bro. I ain't never gonna lie. It's two moves I hated the most, but this one is more. When they went out and signed the nigga, got the nigga. What's that Italian nigga name?
Oh, Prigioni.
Yeah, no, the other European nigga. The
Oh,
other
you talking
European
about
nigga.
Bargnani?
Bargnani. Yes. What the fuck was that about? What was that about right there?
He was a goofball.
I was
A
like,
straight
wow, I'm
goofy.
watching this shit.
A straight. Oh, yo, I sat around watching that shit, bro. Straight
Hmm.
goofy. Because I
I
like
watched it
Melo.
too.
Yeah, I
I
know.
watched that.
We real Knicks fans. We suffered through the pain and torture and watched the trash teams. But I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. When they started going like
Torture.
20 and shit playing with Damian Dotson in them, nah, I wasn't watching like that. I
I
ain't gonna
stopped
lie.
when they got Porzingis. That first year they got, I was like, yo, I'm tired of the Knicks. I'm not watching no more Knicks games.
When they started
And
when it went from 27 to like 20 and then 19, I was like, nah, I ain't watching these niggas, bro. These niggas is
nah,
going
they was just trying to
backwards.
build.
These niggas is going backwards, bro. I'm like, hell no, bro. Like,
Yep.
like,
I
like
said,
this,
I'm not, it's not entertaining. It's just a
bro.
waste of
Hell
time.
no. Like, this the first year in a long time where I was proud to buy my Knicks jersey. Like,
Yeah,
bought my shit proudly, nigga. Like,
I still haven't really been turned back onto the Knicks after so many years of agony. I was like, I'm not even hyped on them. I feel good that they're getting better,
nah.
but I'm
We,
not
we,
convinced.
yo, son, come on, bro. Now I gotta convince you.
I'm not convinced.
I
They
gotta
still
convince
got
you.
some time though.
I
It's
gotta
not the end. It's
convince you.
still the beginning. They could
Hold on.
convince me.
Give me a
They could
couple
convince
minutes.
me. They could convince me in free agency or make a move at the draft or some shit like that.
Keep talking, nigga. Keep
You know what I'm
talking.
saying? They fuck around, sign Kawhi Leonard. They haven't convinced me. They need a move like that. I don't know if it's any moves around the corner like that. Seriously, seriously, they need a nigga to come aboard and like they don't actually have a need for Lonzo. They got potential in Lonzo, but Lonzo's not the type of player they need. They need a nigga like to win the fucking title. Like I said, bro, I said they need a nigga like a nigga that's a master in spacing, and the attention is gonna be drawn to him, and it's kind of working. and you get the visual. You get the visual with the nigga Rose. You get a visual of it. I say, yo, the Knicks right now, they can make a move and get Steph Curry and have Steph Curry on the floor running behind screens, running around the nigga Julius Randle, and you're gonna pay attention to Steph Curry. Now, if you listening to me, yeah, they need to get that nigga Steph Curry. It'd be good.
I'm back.
Yo, you ain't hear what I was talking about?
Yeah, partially, bro. You're not believing in them. And
I don't know. Oh yeah, they still got something to prove. I feel like you said that you trying to convince me and some shit like that. That they was,
to believe in them, believe what you see and believe your eyes.
Of course I believe, but I don't think they got what it takes. I think they're a few moves away from it. Like I was saying, they got to make a move.
Second round exit. We don't need no second. What happens when we make it to the conference finals?
I said they need to make a major move. Like I don't think Kawhi is the person that they need, but they need a nigga like, and they you getting to see him with a little bit. You see him what Derrick Rose is doing, and that tells you like a element of okay. I see they got a part they can exploit. Now I say honestly, they need a nigga like a strong point guard type nigga, a strong nigga that draws the eyes. Like when you get him on the court, all the eyes are being drawn to this one player, and other niggas is able to roam and shit.
So Lillard.
Lillard would be good. You're gonna have to give up too much for him though. He would be good because you got to pay attention to this nigga, and other niggas is gonna be able to move around. Honestly, I say Steph Curry, bro. If they could get him, because they might be able to get him easy. I'm just being honest. Like I don't know how many years he got left on his contract. He might have 1 year left on his contract, and with them knowing that they got to pay Klay Thompson, and they got to pay.
They is not paying Draymond over Klay, bro.
And they got to pay Draymond because they just signed these dudes. These dudes is in the middle of their deals, so they might. I think that the city, the organization, owed them at least one chance to run it back. I don't think you should. You know what I'm saying? Just get one more chance. So that's why. And then the next year they might be one of them niggas might be a free agent. But I think Steph shit coming up probably like after next year.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, in 2 years, do you want to sign that nigga, Steph Curry? I think 2 years is too long. I'm just being honest. If they need to make a run, they need to make a run now.
I think in the next 3 years we can make a run.
Nah, I think they need to make a run. Nah, I mean they can make a solid run. You
talking about this year, next year? Because this year we got the team we got.
Yes, next year we improve on the team we got, but just don't make a silly signing. Make a fucking impacting, franchise altering move. It might be a trade because they got 2 first-round picks.
So you don't think Lonzo puts us over the hump if he comes
potentially? That's potential. But that might be as far as not giving nothing up. That might be the only move they can make, but that comes with risk at the same time because Lonzo gonna want to get paid, and if you feel like Lonzo might not meet that potential he has, or he might not fit the team, you don't want to give him you don't want to give him a chunk of that money. So it's like you don't have to pay for him, like, or you can easily trade the nigga, but it's like, yeah, you got to be sure. Is he ready yet? Is he ready to control the team? I would think he should be ready. Because nigga was the second pick in the draft, and his brother is killing.
And next year is year 5.
You looking at you see his little brother?
Yeah.
His little brother is killing these motherfuckers out in the NBA, man. Pardon my French, but you know that's how serious I'm watching him because he's like 20 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Audrey needs to get that mentality, but I see it in his game. I see he has a unique game.
Melo has more handle. Melo has handle.
Yeah. He can get around places. But Andre, I could see peaks in his game. Like, wow, okay. If he's like he's consistent with that. He's a great 3-and-D player. He plays hard on D, and he's knocking them threes down. But I'm thinking like, okay, once he gets that pull up game where he can put the ball on the ground, that pull up game, they're gonna have to really start paying attention to him.
Just need to work on his right hand just a little bit more.
They're not gonna be leaning off of him no more. They're gonna have to be on him if you got that jumper.
Oh, they're gonna play him close in the playoffs.
Yeah. They're gonna be playing him 1-on-1. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna step up. It's right. Hell yeah. But I mean, it depends on how they use him. He gotta get, he gotta do. They gotta figure out, get him like a little cut to the basket, couple cut to the basket plays, because he could get to the lane. But if he had that momentum, that could really be that could really change a game. You know what I'm saying? If he getting easy scores.
Our secret weapon coming back too.
Our secret weapon.
Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, he coming back this season?
Yeah, they coming back.
Oh shit, that's good. I didn't even think he was coming back this season. He gonna play hard too because he got a contract coming up. So he gonna be playing his ass off. That's good for the Knicks. But yeah, that's good for the Knicks. But do you sign him though? I don't know if you want to sign him.
Hell yeah, you sign Mitch.
I said I wanna, but I don't know if you really want to sign him because he got an injury history, and that shit is bad. Like, he can't stay healthy.
You sign our whole core besides Alfred.
It depends honestly. Well, see, you gotta make a decision, bro. You gotta make a decision. You gonna sign Mitch or you gonna sign Noel? Because it's gonna be a lot of teams knocking on the door for Noel. It's gonna be a lot of teams knocking on that door. What are you gonna do? You gonna sign Mitch or you gonna sign Noel? Noel is pretty much shown the type of player he is. This is what you're gonna get with him. Who you gonna sign?
I like Nerlens. I really do like Nerlens.
So who you gonna sign?
I think Nerlens has been a big factor of why we a playoff team.
I do too. I'm just being honest, bro. Like he's always in the play.
Yeah, he always blocking somebody's shit. Like
he's always in the play. So I think that he's like that last.
And then when we picked him up, I was like, we kind of stole him from the Thunder, and I was like,
yeah, $5 million.
Yeah, and I was kind of happy about that. And I'm like, yeah,
that's a good pickup.
Because I was like, he was kind of like, he was the backup for Steven Adams, but he was kind of like hooping there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like, but he really got his development in OKC. He really developed in OKC for real. They good at developing players, bro. I give them that. Yeah. OKC is good at developing players.
Yeah, they do. But they got a lot of draft picks too. They're gonna get nice real fast and get better. Better. They fuck around. They might have make the best team in all time in the next few years. They got so many first round picks. I think
Nerlens just fits the way Julius Randle plays. He doesn't clog up the lane. He hits his little 5-footers. You know what I mean? Like he blocks. He gets his alleys. Like he's gonna like. If the game is hard and he needs to, nigga, he'll go get you 5 blocks. Like
he probably gonna get like 15 mil this season, bro. They're gonna probably give him like
he worth it, and he worth it. If a Knicks is smart to sign both them niggas, I don't think Mitch is up till next year.
I'll get the nigga. I don't know about Mitch. That's what I'm saying.
I would try to stretch out the deal and give him like a 2-3 year deal, son.
Mitch.
No, not Mitch. I'm talking about Nerlens. I give Nerlens. Yeah. I would keep him here for another 3 years. Yes, I would.
Yes, I would. I would offer him a 2-year deal with an option.
Facts.
2-year deal with an option.
I would offer that nigga.
You got to pay the nigga. You got to pay the nigga market value.
Yeah, for sure. Market value, and then you stretch it out so you know what I mean. What, I give the nigga 15, 16 a year. Randall contract is only 19, so you know what I mean?
Randall, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got him fucking still. That's what I was telling my brother. I was like, yo, when he was a free agent, I was like, yo, this nigga's a fucking steal. This nigga is good because he used to be killing in college. I used to be watching his games. And it was the time when Joel and Andrew Wiggins came out. I went to that draft. saw
Yeah.
it live. I was like, yo, this nigga was killing. He went to the national championship. He would have did more, but they was triple teaming the nigga. Like they, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never seen no shit like that. They the fucking best players. They running three people at the nigga.
You
Two
said
other
they was
niggas
triple
defenders.
teaming that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
That's
bro. I'm
funny.
like, yo, that's not. I'm like, he's nice though, cause he's like, yo, he made it to the national championship with his team. He was the best player, and niggas just completely slept on the nigga. He was with the Lakers when they made that trade for AD, and he was
Yeah.
nice, but he had to be a throw-in to get AD, and then niggas treated like a throw-in. He came, he had that season in New Orleans, free agent, because he had one more year left on his contract, so they didn't re-sign the nigga. They
Word.
didn't offer him nothing. The Knicks offered him a contract. Niggas got a mad cheap, 3 years, like 70 million or some shit like that. That's
Drop a bomb.
beautiful.
I'm gonna drop a bomb for my nigga Randall. Developing. But yo, son, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to pull that shit up right now. Julius Randle in college.
Julius Randle was killing in college, bro. He was.
Look
I
it
think he
up.
went to Kentucky or some shit.
Let's look up
And he went to
University.
the national championship. They was like
University
double
in
and triple teaming him. They was triple
college.
teaming him. I was watching them triple team him. I was like, wow.
This
He
nigga
couldn't
said,
get off. He was missing because he couldn't handle that shit. I was like, yo, he's nice. He's nice. I ain't gonna front because if he you know what I'm saying, he had to work on some things. He allows a few things he needs to work on. But he was used to killing. That they hit him with a different look. He ain't know what to do.
look at some of his college highlights. Or Julius Randle getting triple teamed in college.
He was getting triple team, bro, in the national championship game. I remember. I saw that shit. That shit was on Channel 2, CBS. But and he played. You know, he did this shit with Kobe. Kobe was showing him a lot of love. So he was like, he picked up Kobe practice habits and shit. That's a plus because Kobe was a workaholic. Like when it came to the practice, like Michael Jordan, him and Michael Jordan. Niggas would be practicing all the time. But Julius Randle, yeah, man, he got a cheap contract. They're gonna have to re-sign him. It's crazy because next season he probably gonna ask for a contract before the season.
Can
You know what I mean?
can you see this? Can you see
He
this?
probably gonna want a max deal.
Yeah. He gonna get one. Don't worry about
He
that.
gonna get a max.
He gonna get the max. But he definitely all NBA. I think he first team, but they keep saying second, whatever. As long as he make it. Fucking can you see this?
I can see it a little bit. What's that? Julius?
College.
Julius was a fucking beast, nigga. He was monstering these niggas. Like, I knew he had it in him. I knew he had that in him. See, you see this nigga Julius Randle, bro? Mm. Yo, he was nice, bro. He was nice. I thought he was gonna go higher. I was like, yo, the Lakers got to fucking steal with this nigga. I thought he was gonna be like a top 3 pick. I think that's the talent he had, a top 3 pick, and I stand by that. And I would say that a lot. I'm, Chris a fucking Laker fan,
For
a
sure.
diehard Laker. So I was like, yo, the Lakers is fucking lucky. They got to steal. Like, they got the steal of the draft, Julius Randle.
He cooked. Hey, yeah, man.
They
The Lakers.
traded the nigga, though.
You think but you know that because the NBA is not trying to wait 7 years for you to develop, son.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. That's why they drafted them
I don't-
niggas so young.
Yo, but if you draft somebody at 18, you think they about to develop into who they really are at fucking 18?
Well, I don't know, shit. I'm not a GM, bro.
It took Curry about 7 years
Curry didn't take Curry 7 years, bro. It didn't.
to become
Curry
a
had injuries.
superstar.
Well, a superstar and a star is two different things. I can see a nigga that come in a year and by his second year, I can see, all right, he got star potential. You know what I'm saying? But if he keep that going for another year, then I'm like, okay, he got superstar potential. Like here's a perfect nigga right now. What do you think of Donovan Mitchell?
He's a monster.
Is he a star or is he a superstar?
At this particular point, he's a superstar.
Okay, at this
But
particular point,
let me take that back. At this particular point, he's a star because he hasn't won the championship yet.
nah, I don't look
That's
at it.
why
I don't
Paul
look
George
at
is a star. He's not a superstar, bro.
I don't look at it like that.
It's the
I
truth,
don't
bro.
look at it like that. I think that Donovan Mitchell in the right position, he
What?
can be he can star in a very good team. He can be the star.
Couple
I
more.
wouldn't say he had that
No, you gotta do
superstar
it.
status yet, but I did watch a couple of games
What,
this season.
6?
And he was hitting some superstar shots. I ain't gonna lie, and he has made it deep in the playoffs. So he plays like a superstar. He has that in him, but he's not a superstar yet. But he's very close. He's like one of the closest things to a superstar. Now he plays with the best defensive player in the NBA. But like I remember niggas used to have this argument like Chris Paul. What did you consider Chris Paul in the middle of his career? A superstar or a star when he was with the Clippers?
I didn't like Chris Paul with the Clippers.
So what would you consider the player though? Is he a star player or a superstar player?
And with the Clippers, Chris Paul should be a superstar. His leadership skills is superstar-ish, but he's just a star.
Nah, he's a superstar, bro. I think he was the best point guard in the league for a long time. He's a superstar. Like he does shit that other players can't do. I mean, they could probably do it, but it wouldn't come to them. Like what would you know what I'm saying? Like that pass, the way he controls the game, like his tempo, the way he sets it up. It's nothing. So I'm like, yo, this nigga's a superstar player. He got superstar talent. But KD, that's easy. He's a superstar.
KD is
Easy.
KD is a superstar, but KD got
Yeah,
the
that's
championship.
easy.
So what you think? Russell Westbrook a superstar or is he a star?
At one point, he was a superstar. He's not a superstar no more.
Why was he a superstar? Because when he was on the verge of winning championships, now everybody thinks he's on the decline of his career. He's not a superstar like that no more.
I don't even think he that. I don't think he that much. He's that good of a difference maker. He gets his fucking stats. He's fucking a Hall of Fame player, easy. But he gets his stats. But he never really did anything. You know what I mean? Like when I mean did anything, his game never translated to like okay, you got to look out for this nigga. His game never translated. He was like he would be the ultimate role player because he's not good at this, he's not good at that. I mean, he's not great at this, he's not great at that, he's not great at this, but he's good at everything.
I feel
So
like as well, they should have put more shooters around Westbrook.
yeah,
He need more shooters, like real shooters.
nah, it's hard. It's hard with Westbrook because he needs shooters. Yeah, you say that, but
Have
he
we
need
seen
a
him play
fucking.
with Have we seen him play with a LeBron type team?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He needs a superstar. I think he's a second option to me, bro. But he's like a role player. Like he should be able to. He's a role player, bro. And I don't see
A
him being a
role
star of a
player.
team.
You
Yes, he's
said
like the ultimate role player. But he needs the
this.
ball in his hands because he's getting all them stats. But he's not a shooter. But he can slash to the basket, and he could be a disruptor.
You just said
And
Russell Westbrook is a role player.
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You just
I
said
said
he a
he's the
role
ultimate
player.
nigga.
You
I
said the
said he's like
ultimate role player is still be a
no,
role
bro. You getting
player.
it twisted. You getting it twisted. I ain't mean it like that. What I meant it was like what I meant to say was his style his style of game. It's like he can do everything.
So you got to use him like the utility knife.
Yeah, because he could fit
So
into any
I'm
lineup.
gonna ask you the question back real quick. What do you think he needs to win a championship?
I agree. I think he could. I don't know. I mean, I would say LeBron, but I don't. I think Russ need the ball in his hands. and it's just not a good. Forget about trying. It might work, but don't even try it because LeBron wants the ball in his hands too, and Russ want to get his triple double. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it comes down to. He want to get his triple double,
and Brown won his numbers.
and Bron won his triple double. So that's probably not a good mix. It would be a good mix, but it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. But if Russ was to win, I would put Russ next to nah. That's a
Bro,
bad mix
all
too.
Russ got to do is go to a good team, win one ring, bro.
Yeah, he needed it's a lot. He needs
He don't
I
even
gotta
need
really,
two rings
really
left.
think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. I gotta really think about it. Like, what would be a good team for Russ? A good team for Russ. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He might either be a third option on the team or
Utah.
just switch his style. Utah, nah, they got Mike Conley. I like Mike Conley in that spot better. If Mike Conley is more traditional,
So Russ come off the bench. Whoa,
he got to be in the starting lineup.
he
It's
got to
insane.
start.
Yeah, he got talent. He got too
Why
much
Russ can't
talent.
come in and do what Rose do? Rose
Well,
clearly,
yeah, but he got to be in the
Rose
starting.
clearly
Yeah,
better than all the guards in the second rotation.
that's true. You're right. You
Like,
got a point there. Can't disagree
so
with you about that.
he clearly be better than most of the guards in the bench. So he's using
Yep.
that shit
Yeah,
to
of
his
course.
advantage. He might not be able to be a top line starter anymore, but he's still better than bench players, nigga.
Yes, I know. That's why I said I want to keep him in this. That's why I want to keep him in the starting lineup because I'm like he's better than a lot of them niggas on the bench. Maybe strategy wise on a team, strategy wise, you would try to get him to come off the bench,
When
but
I told
he's just
people
simply better than these niggas.
when I told people D Rose had a high basketball IQ, they tried to laugh at me. D Rose ain't got no high basketball IQ. I'm like, what is you talking about? Have you watched D Rose play? Nigga.
D Rose is nice, man. I don't know why anybody would shit on D Rose. He's
These
just a
niggas,
certain type of player. You gotta know. Forget using. You gotta know how to use him. You gotta be able to get into the details. You know what I mean? You gotta get into details. Like, listen, instead of just play your game, no, just get into the details.
D Rose used to
What do you
embarrass
want this?
niggas
What do
on
you
the
want to do?
basketball court. He would
Dance.
embarrass niggas on the basketball court, bro. And he lightweight doing that shit still.
Yeah, he was. He's a fucking difference maker. Cause you got niggas like John Morant. Them niggas is crazy athletic. Nice. D Rose did that shit in his rookie year. Like, I could do all of this shit. I'm sharp
But
at all of this shit.
he was doing it way better than niggas. That's why the youngest
Yeah,
MVP. He
I
earned
know.
that.
He was.
What
I
that nigga
remember that
came out the
fucking.
gate averaging like 28 points?
He did come out the gate like literally. I'm gonna tell you literally how. Cause it was one. I think it was It was like in actually it was like April, it was around this time of the year. And I was living out in Long Island at one point.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, bet. I got back to Long Island. It was a Friday night. So I was like, yo, and I got back, that shit probably was like fucking 4 o'clock probably in the morning, maybe later. So because I had to come all the way from Brooklyn. And you know, you live in New York, you know, Long Island and Brooklyn is like very far away from each other.
For sure.
But you know, they're close, but it's very far away from it takes time. So I got home, I'm sleeping out on the couch, you know, and I turn the game on, or you know the game coming on. Like it was the play. This is the first day of the play. The play was about to start that day on that Sunday. So I don't remember how the TV got on, but the first game was I think it was the Bulls versus the Celtics. I think it was. I don't remember, but this nigga Rose went fucking crazy that day. First game of the playoffs. You don't remember that game? I think he hit the game-winning shot.
Bro,
Yeah, he did a lot
that
of.
boy
I
used
forgot.
to, I ain't gonna lie. I told somebody this. That boy used to play. He was Russell Westbrook before Russell Westbrook, bro.
They was the same. They came in
He
at the
used to
same
play
time.
way too hard.
They came
Like,
in at the same time.
I know they did.
Same year. So it was like, yeah, they was definitely I can compare them two easy.
I still think Rose is a Hall of Famer, bro. Just off the fact of being
Rose,
the youngest MVP ever.
hell yeah, he already
I don't
got
give
it
a fuck what
solidified.
nobody say. You ain't supposed to come in, be 20 years old, and win MVP. Nah.
Yeah.
If he didn't get hurt, LeBron would. There'd be no LeBron.
If he didn't get hurt there, they would have probably beat the Heat one of them
There'd
series.
be no LeBron. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Everybody knows if Derrick Rose didn't get hurt.
Yo, you remember? Yo, he did
Rose
sit out
didn't
like 2
get
seasons
hurt.
though.
D Rose used to be whooping their ass, bro. Don't make me go back and show you how he used to do that.
Dog, I know, bro. Think about it. This nigga missed like 2 seasons because he didn't want to play. Because he was injured.
Yeah, because he was hurt.
So imagine them seasons he would have played.
Remember to talk about him talking about, man, I want to be able to raise my kids and run around with them. You remember all that?
Yeah.
That was
that's what I'm saying.
That was the humility of realizing he was never going to be how he was. You know what I mean?
That was with the
that was tough.
The Bulls.
Yeah,
they were going deep though. They kept with Tibbs. He kept taking the teams deep, but they didn't have Rose for a season or so, maybe 2, I think. But think how deep they was taking the Heat. They was taking them to the core. Now if they would have had D Rose, they would have beat the Heat. At least one. They could have beat the Heat.
Then he was coming back trying to be the player that he used to be. But I like how he finally remade his game. You feel me? I like that.
Like, this is what I do.
Like, and now,
so he didn't. If he would have played, they could have probably won. They probably could. I think they could have beat the Heat. That was the one team I think that could have beat the Heat was fully constructed Bulls. But,
yeah, with a nice young Jimmy Butler, a fresh, healthy D Rose, fucking Taj, fucking Luol,
Bulls,
and a young Joakim.
Noah,
young Joakim.
Noah, he's one of my favorite players.
A young Joakim.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about a style of play. Forget about Joakim Noah. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about his style of play. Like he doesn't need the ball, but he doing that's who I see. See, he don't play no defense though. But I was like, yo, if you got to use the nigga, this is how you use the nigga.
See, that's the big difference with Nerlens, bro. You're not. Don't even try, my nigga, because you getting blocked.
Nerlens, yes, Nerlens would be. They trying to, but see, the thing is, Nerlens, he doesn't. Believe it or not, Joakim Noah was a fucking playmaker, bro. He was a playmaker. Like he ended games with triple doubles and shit. He had triple doubles in his career. So I don't think Noah has that athleticism in his game, but he might have it. He just needs to play a couple seasons in the system. But I think that fuck it, man. Make a project with Obi Toppins. Try to get Obi Toppins.
Some of these NBA player dudes get old kind of fast. Some of them don't.
Yeah, Obi Toppins. Well, he's old now, man. I don't know. They need to try to make he need to be part of a deal. Obi Toppins. He need to be the start of a deal. You think
we picked up Obi for an asset?
I think we fucked up by picking Obi number 1. That's the first thing.
Who should we have taken over Obi?
It's a couple niggas, bro. It's a couple niggas they could have took over him. Number 1, first nigga I would have took was the nigga in Sacramento.
Halliburton.
Halliburton. Yeah.
I don't like him. He don't play no defense.
He got he a rookie, bro. I would have took him first player. Knicks would have had a point guard, no problem. They didn't take him. So Halliburton, he's big though. He like 6'5", 6'6", play the point guard. He can control the team. He can play multi positions. You can use a nigga like that. You can use him. You can use a nigga like that on your team. Knicks didn't draft him. I was like, all right, what about that nigga Sadiq Bey? He a big man. He could play that. He could play that 3 and D position.
Is he
they
nice?
Didn't take him. Yeah, he's all right. He's good. He can hit shots. He had 3 like 6'10", could play guard small forwards and shit. 6'9". He can guard small forwards, and he got a 3. He's like
I like Obi though. I like Obi. Obi could shoot. Obi athletic.
Obi not consistent.
Obi young, bro, and Obi
ain't young, bro. Obi like 24 years old. People forget to mention that.
Obi is not 24. That nigga is not 24. Obi is 22 years old.
That nigga ain't 22, man. Look it up. That nigga he's not 22 years old. Look it up.
You hella funny, bro.
That's one of the reasons I was mad at the Knicks for drafting the nigga. Like, you would draft this old ass nigga with a top 6. Like, shit don't come around often.
That's hella fucking funny what you just said, bro. I swear to God. This nigga said Obi hella old. Hell no.
Hell yeah, man. It's just, it was just, it was a blip. A fucking organization had an organizational blip. But you could trade that nigga because he's still in his first year. You get that nigga, get as much as you could get out of him.
He was born in 98. He's
Thank
23
you.
years old.
23 years old. There it is. 23. 23.
Okay.
That's what I meant. That's
Okay.
23 years old,
He's a
dog.
man. He almost a
He's not
man.
playing. He's a man. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. They can still trade the nigga because teams will figure like, oh yeah, we got a young nigga.
Bruh.
He's pro ready. He just wasn't working in the system because he was a rookie. We could get a steal with him. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I was like, yo, they need to put him in a package. And they got those 2 picks. Think about it. They got 2 first-round picks this year, bro. One of them could be a potential lottery pick if
Bruh.
the Mavericks don't make the playoffs.
I like
Lottery
Obi though.
pick.
I like Obi
Now they
though.
could do. Think about it. They could package Obi, the 2 picks, and they'll throw in something. They got to throw in another. They got to probably throw in something. They could get something back in return. I think that's what they might resort
We
to. I
might
think
we
they could
might
get something
package
in
Obi,
return,
but I like Obi though. Obi show flashes of.
bro. They're gonna get that money off the books, yo. I could see them packaging that, going for the nigga they want. I'm serious, and that's just to open the conversation now. That's just to get them talking.
I think Obi is a bargaining chip. I do.
Yeah, he's an easy bargaining chip because you're not getting rid of Randall. Randall's the franchise player now.
Or fucking RJ.
Nah, you don't trade RJ either.
Them two
Can't trade
niggas,
RJ.
they the staples. They
Yep,
there.
that's right. It's that these is those 2 niggas franchise. They're looking for a complimentary piece.
We need one more player.
Yep,
One
complimentary
more
piece.
player, son. And I think that player should be a shooter.
Nah, yeah, of course, definitely. But I think they need a nigga that's gonna run the fucking team. That's gonna set Julius Randle up for good shots instead of having to break niggas down 1-on-1. Like that's what he does. He can do that, but he can get easier shots too. He could be
So
definitely. He's so good. You can make a very efficient player out of him. You can make a fucking Kevin Garnett from the mid range. I mean, my bad.
who's the best?
Kevin Durant from the mid range because he got that athleticism.
So why didn't Kyrie come to the Knicks?
Huh?
Why didn't Kyrie come? Because that's who we need.
Because they didn't know that. They didn't know that back then. That was like a year ago. Nobody knew that.
That's who we need.
You know what I'm saying?
If we had Kyrie, nigga, we would be right where we need to be.
Maybe if they would have played in the bubble, it would have been like, okay, niggas is in the bubble. This nigga's actually nice. They might have been able to get a deal going, but
Yeah.
so good. We don't need Kyrie. I ain't like Kyrie either way because that nigga be getting injured too easy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to invest that type of money.
He clutch and he a hooper, nigga, to be honest.
They need a point guard though, dog. I said Halliburton would have been a good move, but Dame? I like Dame, but I don't think they're giving up Dame for fucking Obi Toppins and 2 first-round picks. And they're gonna be, you know what I mean? They're gonna be like in the teens, unless one of them niggas just like really get lucky and fuck around winning first pick. Honestly, they need to package them niggas. And they got 2. Yeah, they only got 2 this year.
I'm trying to look for like who's the best driver.
That's a good one, bro. I would have to go with. I don't know if he's the point guard they want, but I would have to go with your guy Darren Fox, man, out there in Sacramento.
We probably could steal him.
Sacktown.
We could probably steal him. I could see us stealing him.
Yeah, at Sacktown, you get that boy right there.
Talking about snatching Buddy Hield. I'm like, man, hell no, I don't want Buddy.
Nah, he was sleeping on. He getting popular, but a lot of people don't know about the dude Fox.
No, I know about Fox. I watched him play. He nice.
Yeah, Fox. He might, but I mean, that's the quickness. Like that's the young up and comer. But I don't think they're gonna let him go. They're gonna give he a franchise player. Let's just call it what it is. Y'all fucking around got a franchise player out there. That's why I understand them drafting Halliburton. I was like, yo, y'all got a player in Fox and y'all gonna draft this nigga Halliburton.
But that's the type of shit that they do and with the Kings, man.
Yeah, like that's so backwards.
They'll have DeMarcus Cousins, but then they'll draft fucking Willie Cauley-Stein, and then they'll get rid of Willie Cauley-Stein as soon as his contract comes up. It's like, bro, you shouldn't have drafted that nigga in the first place. You should have kept DeMarcus Cousins.
If I would have had the fucking Sacramento Kings, bro, they would be contenders by now. They did make some stupid moves.
They always make stupid moves.
Some fucking idiot word. Like, I could understand them getting DeMarcus Cousins, but then they traded the nigga. What'd they get for him? They was trying to make up for drafting Willie Cauley-Stein. But what did they get for Cousins though? What did they get for Cousins? They got Buddy Hield and what else?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm just saying, like, I can understand it, but it's too late. By then, you could have looked and said, yo, this nigga Willie Cauley-Stein is gonna be a fucking bum. We need to trade him instead of
The
instead
Knicks
of nigga
signed.
Cousins.
Yo, we got a little bit of breaking news. The Knicks
Look.
signed Luca Vildoza.
Oh, that's the European cat, right?
Luca Vildoza. Is he nice?
I don't know.
Let's look him up. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. I mean, they could use some. That's what I'm saying. They need some structure. They need some structure. They got him probably because they don't want to play Alfred Payton anymore. They need some structure. These niggas in the fourth quarter, they got Alec Burke controlling the ball. Like he's the point. He automatically moves over to the point guard, Alec Burke.
All right.
So they need
We're gonna watch some. We're gonna watch some.
You know who I blame? You know who I blame? I blame Frank for that. That's who I blame.
But Frank's staying. We keep it Frank.
Frank, yeah, but Frank's the reason why we don't got a ball handler.
That's
He
true.
was supposed to be the ball handler.
That's true.
He's supposed to have every trait.
Let's look at this cat though.
He was supposed to be the ball handler. Now, if Frank would have been something by now, and they would have had a ball handler.
Hold on.
They could have went shopping. This year.
Let's react to this nigga after the video done.
They could have went shopping. They would have had their picks. You know what I mean? But they just side though. We got RJ and we got Julius Randle, so we in a good spot right now. You're doing better than a lot of teams. Who's this?
I think we just signed our secret weapon for the playoffs.
Oh, that nigga nice.
You watching this?
I mean, I can only see but so much. Nigga nice. Okay, shit. That's what I'm saying, man. These niggas is listening. They gotta get them strong point guards that say, yo, I want you to go over here. You stand over here. You stand over here like Steve Nasher. He got them MVPs, but he was organizing them niggas. He was like, come over here. I want you to run this.
I think we got another true ball handler.
When he come here, I want you to cut. Like he's doing all of that. Like he's a fucking middle linebacker in the NFL.
Oh,
he a fucking quarter. He's the quarterback. My bad. I take that back. He's the fucking quarterback on the floor. They need something like that. Quarterback. That's what Melo needed. Melo needed that. He would have a fucking ring right now, but niggas ain't built right around him. They just said, oh, we need to get scorers around him, shooters around him. Nah, y'all need a quarterback on the court. So I love Chris Paul. Always give Chris Paul props because he know how to play ball. So I like it when they be like, clear it out. Let me get this. Clear it out. Clear the side. I like when they do shit like that. So I don't have no problem. A lot of people don't like that. They say those low percentage shots. I have no problem with that.
Luca Vildoza.
He control the ball. I'm telling you, that's a good move right there, bro. They needed somebody.
Did you see that shot?
I didn't see it. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. Because Alfred Payton ain't that dude either. He can play defense, but he be taking some stupid shots. Like they be letting him get to the basket. He be missing them shits. But it's not the end of the world on Payton, but they could definitely do better. That's like Garoppolo and shit. He's like Garoppolo. Niggas know they need to improve. Shit, Garoppolo better than that. Yeah, the Knicks, they got the right idea. That's why I said I think they going after Lonzo Ball, bro. I really believe they going after Lonzo. I truly believe that, but
Oh God.
see the thing with Lonzo. Oh wait, this is a different nigga.
You seen that?
Yeah.
What's that again?
I might be talking about the wrong player.
I don't think we getting Lonzo.
I must be talking. I'm talking about the nigga right there. He just did that fadeaway. Woo! Who did that?
Ugh.
Who just made that? That's the nigga we got. Uh, the footwork. Is that the nigga we got?
Yeah.
The footwork? Oh shit. Yeah, we got a nigga that got footwork. So he can make. We got a playmaker nigga that can get his own shot. Kobe back then.
That boy
And you
got
know, and if you know he's nice, if that nigga they make a signing like that, you know this nigga must be nice because the new GM, what's the nigga name? Rose
yeah.
and Worldwide West, them niggas, they got connections in the basketball world.
Bro.
They
Son.
agents.
And it's funny
So
how we signed that nigga right before the playoffs starting. So
yeah, they say yo, they probably got the hint like yo,
they let
listen,
that nigga been warming
yeah.
up, getting his game up. Now he ready
He,
to
he
play.
nudges them like, listen, there's some nigga in the Europe,
Now all of
there's
a
some
sudden we
nigga in
got this
Europe.
4-year
Y'all niggas
nigga,
need to
bruh.
sign him right now. Nobody too.
Yo,
They gotta
that's
lock that
dirty
nigga up.
what they just did. They did some real like scouting, nigga.
They did some insider trading. It's some illegal
The niggas
shit.
like, oh, you think the Knicks? They think the Knicks
Let's
ain't working, nigga. We working, nigga.
They got all that
Fuck,
fucking. They all them coaches and shit out there in fucking Europe.
bruh.
They cool with.
We just picked up a guy. I think Alfred just
Yeah.
lost all his minutes.
Right. We don't even need you no more, man. Yeah, take a
Yo,
listen.
Alfred just lost all his minutes. Give me a soda. Stop drinking
They're
Alfred.
gonna leave him up. They're gonna leave him off the playoff roster.
This the same one?
Yeah.
You're lying. Give me one.
Yo, they're gonna leave him off the playoff roster.
I have.
Get out of my string.
I want to say something. I have, Daddy.
No, watch out.
I'm gonna watch something.
Dad, that's
What?
not the same soda. She snuck the same soda.
Oh, is she lying?
She snuck one.
So you lying? I don't like liars. Cut it out. Grab me one and then go
What
sit
is
down.
this?
No, a Sprite.
Sprite will never be open.
Open it and don't drink none. But yeah, son, I like that pickup. I heard a little whisper about that, but them doing that with like how many games we got left, bro?
Yeah, they know something we don't know.
They
But
do
it's all
know.
good. That's my team, so they can know whatever. They got to get it right. So shit, they know something though. They know something. I'm telling you, that's like insider trading type shit because they know all of the top people in Europe, and they tell us the top player right now that you can get in Europe is this nigga right here.
And they doing it on some sneaky non through the draft shit though. Like,
Hell yeah, we sign this nigga for like let's get this nigga a 10. Let's get this nigga a 10-year contract real quick, so we got it forever.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fuck it. That's what it takes, man. Do what you got to do, man. Let's get good.
we finally did it right though. We finally didn't wait till a nigga was 40, won 10 Italian championships before bringing him to the team. Like, Prigioni was nice, but he would have been better if he was 30, unless 38.
I'm gonna watch something.
Yeah, it was too old for that. We can't handle all of that. He's a solid point guard, Prigioni, but he wasn't like a very superstar point guard. Like he wasn't like that type good, but he could definitely run the team for some time. When your best point guard ain't in, he could definitely run the team.
Yo, I think he about to come in and immediately. I think the only reason we ain't seeing him is because he been practicing with the team. Bruh, you don't just get a 4-year contract.
4 years?
Shit. Let me see.
What's the contract?
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna add this back.
4 years though. I heard that. 4 years? Damn. They got that nigga locked up. They got this nigga locked up. But you know something, Tibbs, he like those those point guards like Kurt Heinrich and this and that. He can get them to run the show.
Knicks signed Argentina star Luca Vildoza to 4-year, $13.6 million contract.
That's a fucking steal, bro. I hope this nigga's nice. Because I was like, yo, if this nigga's nice, the luck is changing for the Knicks. So they're gonna have that nigga for 4 years for peanuts.
So, because I want to see what the yeah, and then he'll get the big contract later. They stole that nigga, bro.
Yeah, that's a fucking steal. And that nigga, how old is that nigga? Like, he like what, 20, 26,
I'm gonna
probably?
see. I'm about to check.
Because then I mean, he's physically ready. He's ready to just step in. How old is this nigga? Shit,
25.
25. Wow, he's at his peak, and he can just step in and just play from day one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's great. That's fucking super. I hope this dude, I hope this dude turn into a rotation player, if not better. Now we can get that and have that on the roster. Oh man,
Oh shit.
that'll be so much of an improvement. He give us a different part of the. Yo, he looked like a scorer. So
Bruh, he looked like a hooper.
Yeah,
I think we got another hooper to add with Julius, bro. See, the Knicks is doing something smart, bro. They trying to build smart, bro.
Build slow, build brick by brick. I be telling niggas they gotta build brick by brick. Like, don't just make a trade for the best player on the team. Like I was saying the other day, they just can't trade their whole roster, gut their roster. They can't do that.
Hold on, listen to this. Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can't hear it now.
Now that we got that Luka Vildoza nigga, these niggas better be scared.
Yeah, man. I'm looking for good things from him, man. He ready too. Whoo, we good.
Let's watch his second highlights.
Mendola. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we got
a point
one.
or a two guard. He a two guard.
Got one. I think he. I don't know. I don't see him with the ball in his hand right now, but he a shooter.
So what's his height? He like what? Like 6'4", 6'5"?
He a shooter.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they had that back in the day.
We got another shooter. I'm hyped right now.
Me too, nigga. I'm hyped too. I'm like, wow. Oh shit, another.
I'm hyped right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm fucking hyped right now.
You know what I'm saying? Audrey don't need to be paying. He playing. This is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a log jam. Who gonna play the point?
This nigga.
But I don't think he a point.
Let's keep watching.
Maybe they might move Alec Burke into the lineup, to the start lineup.
As we talking about these niggas is making moves, bro.
Alec Burke, yeah, they got to move. Well, you know what? If that's the case, they just gonna leave. They gonna leave Peyton in the lineup. They got somebody to take up his minutes. He probably just start the game. They're gonna have a solid back court coming off the bench. If he could do the shit he's doing right here, because you gotta understand, Frank was killing in the Euro leagues too, and look at him now.
Which I'm doing right now. He quick.
He quick. All right.
God damn, bro. What's up?
I have to find some comparisons then, so we can see what type of player we getting back in return. But you got to understand, if they signed him, he might come back ready for the play. See, this is what I'm saying. If he come back like during the playoffs, they're not going to play him because they don't want to take no chances. They got their rotation set.
I think they signed him to play him right now, bro.
But then he got to go through all of the protocols and shit.
They probably why would they sign him? I gotta see. I gotta read the article on this shit or something.
Me too, yeah, because shit is crazy. They may say, well, from the first day you sign, you got to go through protocol because you're on the team right now. Like, forget about all the other protocols. We
I've
don't
never.
trust you.
I've,
Everybody got to do the same thing. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like that might be possible. They could say something. So if he got to sit out like 2 weeks, that's not good because we wouldn't really get a chance to see him perform with the team. Get it?
yeah, it says.
Like he needs to get at least a couple games. Maybe I would prefer at least 5 games, but
It says
we don't know yet.
Luca Vildoza, the Spanish league combo guard, has finally signed his deal with the New York Knicks, the source confirmed. Once he clears immigration and COVID testing protocols, Vildoza will likely join the key club, perhaps by the weekend. ESPN reported the deal will be 4 years, $13.6 million, but most of it is non-guaranteed, according to the source. Says as Vildoza had other offers and the Knicks needed to sweeten the deal. Look, that boy said, I could come to the NBA, bruh, but I need more money. Vildoza, 25 from Argentina, becomes the second point guard. All right, yada, yada, yada. Vildoza played for Basquioni this past season. According to the Spanish reports, the Knicks may have to pay Basquioni $2 million as a part of the buyout settlement. He's tough, hard-nosed, one NBA scout said of Vildoza. He's an excellent passer, shooter, and was consistent in Basquioni. He has a good feel for the game.
Solid. Yo, solid. If we could get a nigga off the bench or wherever for like $2 million a year, and he produces, that's you can't. That's a rotation player, and he's producing, and you paying $2 million for him, and you got him locked up for a few years. Figure out a spot for him.
It says the Knicks will have a roster spot when Jared Harper's 10-day contract expires this week. Harper will be conveyed a two-way slot to open up space for Vildoza. The Argentinian was averaging 10 points per game in the Spanish league, shooting 37% from three.
Bro, he's not a high volume shooter. He's just like a spot shooter. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
And they play way more team ball out there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a passer. He can get it going like that. But I mean, I hope he could play D because that's the main stamp of the team, defense. But if he a spot shooter, you can't listen. You can't give him. Listen, man. Any team could do it. Most shooters you got, that's the best shooter. I mean, damn, bro. I'm trying to think of the old saying, but I can't figure it out.
Nah.
The more shooters, the better, the best. Basically, you can never run out of shooting. Yeah.
Alfred just lost his minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's good. That's good. We need him to lose his minutes.
Because because why would we just sign a point guard out of nowhere?
I think Derrick Rose minutes might go up a little bit more too.
Yes.
Because they need to have him on the floor at all times. And maybe they might try to budge Quickly's minutes up a little bit more, but you know what I'm saying? So this dude, we just gonna see his jump shot. We're gonna put him in the middle of, like the end, like the end of the first quarter, the end of the third quarter. See if he can hit some shots. See what kind of jump shot, and then we just slowly, if he good, we can slowly put him into the rotation even more, depending on how comfortable he is out there. Because you don't want to put him in too long and he get exposed on defense.
Man.
NBA for you, bro. But listen, dog, yo, I'm gonna make a how long we gonna be doing the recording?
No, man. I think it's about that time. We had a good stream. Let's drop let's drop a bomb for these good streams before we.
Last prediction: the Knicks is taking it tonight.
I think so. I think the score is going to be
Let's keep going green.
111,
Let's gotta do good.
98 Knicks.
I think it's gonna be 114 to 111 Knicks.
That's a close game. I wish
Yeah,
that
they
Italian
gonna make them
nigga.
work.
I wish that Italian nigga could play tonight. But
Yo,
we
but
we can wait till the weekend.
we're gonna see it tonight. That nigga that they got I think they got like an Italian nigga that's replacing Jamal Murray. He's pretty good.
I
Nuggets?
heard.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good. I think they found a little diamond in the rough.
I don't know.
He real good. Niggas might go after him next year.
Capioni or something like that. Capioni.
I don't know his name, bro. I'm the last person. I really don't know his name. I know he a European dude from his name. When I heard it, I don't remember what it is. So
This nigga been on Basquioni for like 7 years.
who the nigga on the Nuggets?
Hell, no, the nigga to going to the Knicks.
Oh, okay, yeah. He been on 7. Yeah. He's 25.
He been professional since he was like 18.
Yeah, he's 25. So 7 years, 8 years. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, he's been doing this shit for a while now.
EuroLeague.
So you got that game, so you can put him in. That's why I said, you give him like 5 games, you get some decent minutes. You can be able to slide him into the rotation here and there. If you need some more shooting on the floor, you need to spread it out a little bit more. Because that's one thing the Knicks do need. I should have said that. I should have said that earlier too. The Knicks need some shooting because I was watching that game. No, I was watching one game. Let me just finish this part. I was watching one game, and the Knicks. As soon as you go zone on the Knicks can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They can't do nothing. That's why Julius be getting them isolations because they need more shooters. So that's they need more shooters. So I think that's a plus. So they can spread the floor more.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Oh, 6'3". Your point guard.
Yeah, he's 6'3". He looked much taller playing on that. You know what I mean? It's probably that camera angle they was having, but 6'3".
The point guard. That's good. You're right. He's gonna take those minutes from Alfred.
He can play as a point guard and shooting guard. Played 500 games, 489 games played, 4,762 points, 652 threes, 1,187 assists, 107 blocks.
Word, you know what I'm thinking?
583 steals, and he's a rebounder. 1,151 rebounds.
I think the Knicks is going to a small lineup. They're gonna have that in their bag. But they're gonna put Julius at the center. He's gonna be playing the center position. I think they're gonna put RJ at the power forward. And then they're gonna put Reggie Bullock at the 3.
You want to continue this cover. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then
that's real
they're gonna bring the European cat. They're gonna put him at the 2, since he could do both.
With D Rose,
they're probably gonna play D Rose,
and then
and then they're gonna mix it up, put a little bit of quickly. You know what I'm saying? When they want to
smaller lineup though, bro. You don't just think that like with Nerlens, like after I get off, I'm about to check my Italian dude out right as soon as I get off. Like I'm going to and check him out because they got some Italian niggas in 2K too, so they got the EuroLeague. But what was I gonna say? I think this should be the lineup right off day one. But I know you got it. There's a pecking order, right? He's not just gonna come to the NBA and just get this first-hand treatment. That's why he didn't get a $20 million contract. You feel me?
True,
right? Because it's offensive to players that's been playing in the league for you to just come.
Contract he got.
It is offensive.
It's an offensive contract. They say you're living in New York and you're only gonna get $13 million for 4 years. That's kind of offensive.
You thought it was? You thought that was offensive?
I think that is offensive because rent is high as a motherfucker out here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have expenses. He have expenses out the ass, and he gotta wait another 4 years.
25 though.
But in 4 years, you're gonna be 29. Nobody gonna want to sign you. He
That's
signed his
not.
life away.
That's not. It's not his life away. Not in the
He did.
NBA.
He
Not
probably
in the
gonna have to play
NBA.
ball in Europe during the summer.
You funny though. You
It's
funny.
the truth though. Like think about that shit. Think about it. Like he gonna be paying.
What?
Sometimes
So
people pay like $1 million a month in
he
some
basically
of these
took
lofts out there.
he basically took just under $4 million a year, which comes out to 12. But you know he getting 13.4. So that's 4. So that's like what 3.5 a year.
Yeah, but what about the rest of your life?
4.5. 4.5 a year, 4.2 a year. Let's be honest.
I'll tell you what,
4.2.
this is what he's gonna do. He'll get his little, because that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's a cash out. Like he's gonna get his one little, bundle of cash, and then he just go back to Europe and play till he like in his 40s. He good.
Yeah. You just come make a couple million. He know you can't make no millions there, so you come here and make a quick 13 million.
Bucket, take it back to your country and just play out until you can't no more.
Yeah,
you're gonna be set for the rest of your life.
Let's think about how much $13 million is in another country. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
yeah, it is. It probably is. The value of $1 in America probably would be more expensive in other places. So, yeah, cash out, man. I ain't mad at him. The Knicks got him though. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts.
Knicks won that one. But yeah, that's the thing. They probably want to start running more of a smaller lineup because they always got to have a big in there, and the bigs is going down. So they figure, we got to get a little piece in here that could play the two and that can handle the ball. Sometimes they might want to put what's the name? What's the nigga name? Derrick Rose off the ball. They need somebody to hold it down. They might want to get a lineup where they could get the best out of Alec Burke. You know what I'm saying? They might say, all right, well, now Alec Burke can play the 2, and D Rose will play the point. Or man, they want to set something up for quickly, but they're gonna have to play Randall at the 4, and Randall could take 4s off the dribble easy because a lot of 3s can't even keep up with him. So that'd be a mismatch right there.
Word.
That'd be a serious. They double him. I can't hear you, bro.
That was my cousin, bro. He just called me. His phone service is trash.
Oh, okay.
Nah, but I don't think that would be smart to do that small lineup because then we would be bullied. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, just to switch up the tempo. Sometimes you got to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or they might have a small lineup they're using that works a little bit, but it's not fully. You know what I'm saying? It's not fully addressed. Like
they signed another. They definitely signed another guard because they knew Elfrid Payton was not going to be in the playoffs, bro. He's our only weakest link. It's the truth.
That's true. That's true. Like that makes sense too. But the Knicks, you gotta understand, a lot of teams that beat the Knicks, if they want to go on a run, all they do is just start running small, play small ball, because they got 2 big centers, and they're gonna outrun Noel. They're gonna keep running the floor, and he's gonna be useless because they shooting jumpers. And the same thing with Mitchell Robinson. They're going to be useless if they shoot jumpers. If they're going to be guarding perimeter players. So the Knicks need to have a lineup
But
like that in their
Mitch
arsenal.
could shoot, and they won't let him shoot.
But let's think about it. It's either Mitch or Taj Gibson is on the floor throughout the game. So it's like you might want to have to, you know what I'm saying, slow the tempo sometimes. So it's different. It's different. It's different depending on your philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs usually work with a big man. You know what I'm saying? Big man on the floor at all times. But now it's like sometimes you gotta play like that nowadays. Like 5 years ago you didn't have to play like that. But now you gotta play like that. Golden State, they putting Draymond Green at the center. So it's like now you gotta switch your game around and you gotta play small ball, keep up with these niggas or they're gonna run you off the floor.
I agree with you, bro. I think that big small lineup. I'm about to, like I said, bro. I'm about to go try that shit out right now. I'm about to go see if I can find bro, and you know what I mean. I'm about to put that nigga on the Knicks, and
Who?
you feel me?
Oh,
That Luka Vildoza nigga.
he not in 2K yet.
I bet you, nigga. Come on, bro.
Nah,
Anytime
that
you make,
nigga ain't-
nigga, like anytime you make a move, nigga.
Yeah, but not. It's been like a couple hours, bro. I don't think they fixed it yet. I mean, hey, who would I know? Last time I was on 2K was a couple months ago, bro. To be honest with you, I got
Yeah.
PlayStation 5, but I hardly play that shit.
Sell it to me.
For how much? How much you want it for?
What? How much you pay for it, man?
Pay
And plus
like
the
five
shipping.
something probably.
I'll give you what
6.
you paid
I mean,
for
no.
it, plus the shipping cost.
Nah, hell no, nigga. That shit is too hard to get, man. That shit worth like at least 1,500. Nobody can get it.
Hell no, I'm not paying no 50. I'm not paying double MSRP.
Nah, bro, I ain't selling it anyway. I'm gonna keep it.
I know you not. You just wanted to hear what I was gonna negotiate. But
Nah, I sometimes that's like me bragging. I feel like
no,
bragging. I
not
got
at all.
one. A lot of niggas ain't got it.
Even when I had the money to buy that shit for that type of price, I wasn't doing it. You feel me?
Saying it was like 540 or some shit, or 640, 440. I don't remember. One
You
of them
got it for
prices.
MSRP, nigga. Niggas is out here trying to charge niggas 1,500 and all types of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got mine from Best Buy. I said I ain't fucking with nobody else. I'm getting my shit with a extended warranty and all that shit on it. That shit is like $500, bro. So I'm not taking chances.
Man,
But I got caught up in a craze. It was like a little craze going on, and I'm not gonna front. It was a little craze going, and I kind of got caught up in it. Like I'm looking for, I got my phone set for the updates when they get in stores, and my phone is going off. I'm like, yo, let me see if I can get it. And now it's like, you get the notifications and shit on your phone. I was getting them. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna try to get this shit. I might be able to get this shit. And then I got caught up in it, and then I just got it. And I was like, oh shit, I don't even want to play this shit that much.
for sure. Hold
'Cause
on,
I'm burnt out.
I'll be right back, and then we're gonna log off properly. Yeah, I'm trying to ask you, what you doing?
That shit fucking died.
Money in the dark light.
That's right.
Know what I mean, I ain't gonna lie. We had a good another conversation, man. I kind of want to hit the 3 hour mark. So you know what I mean.
No problem, man.
Let's talk for a couple more minutes, and then we'll rock out of here as soon as we hit 3. So, you know what I mean.
Right.
But I feel like
3 hours of shit.
I feel like we had.
With it.
Yeah, I feel like we had another successful conversation, man. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think we got into other things besides basketball as well. You know what I mean? Life stuff, but you know what I mean? I like how we could be general as being personal without being too personable, you know what I mean? Or being personable without being too personal, you feel me? So I thought that was good. You know what I mean?
But nah, man, you know, I love talking. I don't never do it, man. Talk about the Knicks because the Knicks never really were good. Just call it what
regardless,
it is,
like I think from here on out, even if they not good anymore, like us as fans, we gotta stand behind them and uplift them. You feel me?
Right. Well, you know,
and demand more, bro. It's okay to demand more.
It's all about demand more. It's about, and I look at the teams, and I'll know when a team is able to win, like a team is able to compete with the elites, the upper echelon teams. The Knicks are definitely overachieving. They're overachieving, and that's the thing. They're overachieving. So that's how I take it. I say, all right, now what do the Knicks need to get them over the top? Because I still think they overachieving.
Yo, bro, we just got our last piece. We just got our last piece.
Who, that European?
I'm telling you, we're gonna do an old school.
Bro, we don't know nothing about that dude.
We're gonna win like the Detroit Pistons used to win, bro.
He ain't no franchise guy.
I didn't say he was a franchise guy. I said he our last piece.
But for the season, yeah.
Pieces to the puzzle. You know what I mean?
Right. It's the last piece for the season, but it's not the last piece of the puzzle, man. Trust me. It could be a very important piece of the puzzle, depending on how he performs. And they got him, like I said, we got him for cheap. So it's like, wow.
You think that's more trade? You think that's more trade capital?
I don't think so, but because he's so much on the cheap deal. What I think, unless he just explodes, but what I think is, I think you said it earlier. I think we should re-sign Frank. Frank get a contract. He can't expect too much money. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't play good enough to get a lot of money.
I think this signing right here just put Frank and Alfred on the chopping block, bro.
Yeah, but Frank, his game is gonna have to change. I don't think Frank will be a point guard no more. Frank gonna have to be like one of those gadget players.
A 3-and-D, man.
Yeah, 3-and-D, because he could shoot. He could play the 2. So he could be one of them gadget dudes. You want to put somebody on lock Dame Lillard up, or you know what I mean? Somebody try to, long arms or whatever. Okay, well if you can't do Dame Lillard, let me see you guard Paul George. That's your assignment for tonight. You know what I mean?
I don't know why they didn't use him like a sparingly when we play people like, you know what I mean? But I get why they don't, because
first round pick. That's why.
Yeah, and not just that. Like, you can't call timeout every play to take him out on offense. You know what I mean? So, so you can't. You know what I mean? But I think he's a shooter, bro. I think he's a shooter. But they just don't give him a lot. They don't give him a lot of opportunities to, do his thing.
He don't deserve opportunities.
I think he do. Yo, come on, bro. Like, let's not shit on Frank. Frank showed some.
He could be a defensive specialist.
Frank showed some
flashes. I
really
truly believe that.
Frank showed some flashes this year, bro. He really
gotta learn how to shoot. That's why I say keep him around. That's why I still believe that he can be you can curve him out the type of player you need. Keep him. You know what I'm saying? Sign him, re-sign him. He's a first round pick. Re-sign his ass. You get him for cheap. So you re-sign him, keep trying to carve him to the player you want him to be. While that's away, you just really gotta package that contract with what's that nigga name again? Toppins, bro. You gotta make a deal, bro, because it's like, yo, you can't afford you guys are good and y'all young right now.
Word.
As long as y'all play, RJ Barrett will come into his own. He's gonna be a producer So you get a player now. So when that player starts to, decline a bit, RJ Barrett, you take the pressures off of him early in his career, but then he'll slowly groom into a better and better player. You got to get
Sure.
that guy. You might have to make a trade. You might have to really make a trade and go out and find that player. You might have to put some things in there, but you don't want to give away. You don't want to gut your roster. That's what I'm saying. They got assets. They got 2 picks, and I think they got a few second-round picks. They got assets. And what's the name turned out to be a bust. But then again, they remember once you give up Knox, they still got Knox.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't trade. I think they're gonna. I don't know if they could re-sign Knox this year. I'm not sure, but I think they might have him under contract for at least 1 more year. They could package Knox because keep in mind Knox is still young. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's a veteran or anything like that. He could be. He could turn
Oh
into
yeah, he's out of here.
Yeah, he could turn into a player that'll
Alfred,
really last on the team.
like Alfred play hard, and he does definitely contributes to winning. You know what I mean? I'm not against him, but
Alfred, we ain't re-signing Alfred. He got 1 year in the
inconsistent
contract.
shooting
Over for
threes.
Alfred.
I was like, why? And then he got a no trade clause. Like what?
The closest he get to
How you
New York is the
manage
Nets.
How you-
Just call it what it is. He's going.
How we manage a no trade clause?
For who?
Alfred Payton,
And Payton is on a 1 year deal
but he still had a no trade clause.
because he probably figured that he was gonna get traded. It's like I'm garbage. They're gonna trade my ass in the middle of the season.
So
They're gonna need a throw in, and they're gonna trade me.
That nigga negotiated like, yo, son, if I come back and sign with y'all for 1 more year, no trade.
Whatever, they gave it to him. They said, we just need you. We need the spot. You might not even make the team.
Come on,
Seriously,
bro.
like you get traded, you might get cut. That's how he looked at it. So he's like,
That's hilarious, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He said, fuck trade, he might get cut.
You might get cut. And they got to make a deal, bro. I'm still to this day. I'm thinking, what's the right player they should get
I
to
think
complete this roster?
to make us a championship team, because we got the big man, bro. We just need 1 more guard. Like we got Vildova. I ain't seen him. We got the new Luca. That's what I'm gonna call that nigga. The new Luca.
You got some high expectations already.
It's New York.
So, but who is the Knicks missing? I don't know who's the missing link in the NBA right now. Who's the missing link?
Bro, no player jumps off the screen like that. Like, you know what I mean? Not like that. Sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Like Jimmy Butler almost washed. So, like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
I think last year was his ceiling. You know what I mean?
I think Knicks need a playmaking guard. I really believe they need a playmaking guard. Somebody where all the eyes are gonna be on this one player. They need one of those players.
And when you really look at it, Curry ain't even that. Curry more of a shooter. Like Curry can pass, but Curry
you
ain't
gotta
no
keep your
passer
eyes
like
on
that.
him. You need to keep your eyes on him.
And I brought that up because you was like,
Curry.
you said you brought it twice, but I'm like, Curry is a passer, but he not like a pure passer. He don't average like 9-10 assists. He averaged like 6 assists.
I ain't gonna jump on a Curry boat. You're right. I ain't gonna jump on a Curry boat.
No, he averaged like 6 assists. We need a
That's too
pure
easy.
point guard. That's why I said Chris Paul would be perfect.
But Chris Paul is like in a late of his career, like it's towards the end of his career, and you don't want to do that. He's in the end of his career, bro, and it's not gonna be worth it. He still got $40 million left on his contract, so you just can't do that. If you can't do that, you can't do that. It's just the part you got to look past that. Chris Paul would be good, so I figure, okay, if you could get Chris Paul, who's the second best player? Who would you next? Who would you say? Okay, who's the next Chris Paul? Who's the player that plays the most like Chris Paul in the NBA?
I've never seen another point guard that plays like Chris Paul, bro.
Fundamentally sound point guard.
I don't see that. Not as creative. He can make you look stupid in the game. Like as far as like point guards, most of them either could shoot or they could pass. Like they don't be having a mixture.
that's
Like,
gonna set their players up. That's gonna be like a distributor or one of the
like
best.
I heard people talking Dennis Schroeder. Like, I don't want Dennis
Nah,
Schroeder. You
not
get the
Dennis.
fuck out
Nah,
of here with that.
he's a shooting guard.
Yeah, like,
He's a scoring guard. I'm talking about a dude that can get his points. All
yo,
right, you know what I compare to him?
I think Chris Paul is it, bro. Chris Paul needs to come to the
I'm gonna
Knicks
tell you
next
who.
year.
This is who it is. This is who it is. This is who it is. Mike Conley. He remind me of Chris Paul.
Yo, I wouldn't have mind if we got Mike Conley. That's
Mike
a
Conley is
fact.
kind of towards the he's kind of late in his career, but he kind of reminds me. I wouldn't mind getting Mike Conley for like a 2 year at his age though. He like in his, you know what I'm saying? He's in NBA terms. They got him as he's an older player.
Yeah, he's 36.
So
Like
yeah,
36.
but nah, I would get a 1 year deal with him. I ain't signing. If he's 36, he ain't getting 2 years. Hell no, 1 year deal. But I would take him. You know what I'm
LeBron
saying?
38, bro.
Nah, LeBron, I wouldn't
No,
take. Nah.
LeBron 36.
He's dwindling towards the end of his career. Unfortunately, you can see it in his game. His health. He's not healthy, and that's going to stop you regardless. He's at that point in his career, so it's like it might not happen to him, but he's at that point. That's a close point to be. You don't want to be there, but it's all right. I'm like I was saying, close to Chris Paul. I say Mike Conley. Mike Conley,
I agree with
definitely.
that. But
And then you know what comes next?
Nobody recent though.
Somebody close to Chris Paul style of play. I think that I would have to put. Well, he's not a shooter. Keep in mind, he's not a shooter, but mentally, I would say I would go as far as to say Ben
Kyle Lowry.
Simmons.
Ben Simmons?
Yes, his you know what I'm
His
saying.
eye.
His thing is the playmate, not a shooter, but he has that same style of playmate. But
Okay.
that's the point guard I'm talking about. And
Okay.
yes, I agree with you on Kyle Lowry. I really agree. I also say Fred Van
Yeah,
Vliet.
Van Fleet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's one of those type point guards where that you can give him the ball and he can, set the defense, one of them high IQ point guards
For sure.
that can,
100%.
you know what I mean?
But on
So
that note, let's wrap this up, my Jeezy. Know what I mean?
so I say Lonzo. Alright.
Know what I mean? Word. What happened? What's happened? I'll see what you're doing tomorrow. See if we can get another one of these and react to the game or something. You know what I mean?
All right.
Or if you up when the game is on or something, nigga, we'll talk about it. But fucking
All right.
Yo, tell the people who you are, man. Know what I mean?
I'm E Money, Easy. People just call me E.
And it's your boy, the LYOWNZ. You feel me? The Smoking Nick TSK, and we out.
Yeah, man. Smoking Knicks. That's what we do. We smoke and watch the Knicks.
Facts.
All right, later.
Word.